Yo, 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 yo. Wisdom Talk, Ep.5. We back at it. It's your boy Horton, H2O, the Cameroon Gone. Got my boy RKM Legend with me.
Let's go.
Gianni,
What up, though?
Recognized Entertainment. And we have a special guest today.
I go by Ike.
There you go. Ike, introduce yourself a little bit, just briefly.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ike from ITV Productions, and I'm the special guest for today's show, Episode 5.
There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
Listen, talk.
Yes, sir.
We in the building.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to start off with a couple questions. Let's go ahead and get to know Ike a bit. So can you tell us about your background and how you became interested in filmmaking?
All right, so I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, I've just always been creative. Like, I just felt like making stories has just been my outlet. You know, I used to watch a lot of cartoons as a kid, and that just kind of gave me ideas. Like, I was the biggest Cartoon Network fan, Nickelodeon. Like, I watched all the OG shows, and it just spun from that. Like, you know, I was like, man, can I make my own shit? Are we allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is open season.
It's a good
open
question.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta watch what I say sometimes.
Oh, no, this ain't
politically correct and stuff, you know, professionalism.
No, but this is comfortable season.
Yeah.
You do you, man.
This is a platform for us to let loose,
Yeah.
unfiltered.
Yeah.
So anyways, so I just love creating, and you know, from there I just started making my own comics as a kid, and I would just always have the knack of just drawing, and then from there it just kind of spun out to me wanting to do art. You know, I love to draw, and then from there it just kind of spun out to, you know, like I just wanted to join groups that made film, because I felt like with filmmaking it's a way that we can be really creative and just share what's going on in our heads, because a lot of the times it's hard to express ourselves. So, you know, we got people like doing music, you got people like to draw, that like to just do whatever. So my tendency was just to go out there and just make stories. And I was doing a lot of that in college. You know, I'd go to classes, and after classes, I would be like, all right, I just got to create. So I was just addicted to creating stories and just filming, you know, like I just loved it.
What college did you go to?
Okay, so I went to school at U of H. Go Cougars.
Go Cougs.
Good.
I went there for 2 years, and then I transferred to UTSA in San Antonio.
Okay.
Go Roadrunners.
I went to SFA before U of H, so I know about that conference. But yeah, that's what's up. Did you start off at U of H and then graduated? Finish at UTSA?
Well, I went to U of H for 2 years, and then I transferred to UTSA because I just wanted to change. You know, I just wanted to see what was out there. You know,
Same.
You know, I was in college I don't know. I felt like I just went to college just because, you know, like I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was just there just trying to figure it out, you know.
Facts.
And I feel like that's what college is. That's where you really figure out what you want to do with yourself.
And to be honest, you being Nigerian and me Cameroonian, I could definitely understand the aspect of our parents like pushing that on us too. And Gianni, of course, is my cousin as well, so he knows firsthand. Beast in the back, the producer, also Nigerian. So like African parents are gonna like make it like you gotta go to school. You're like a failure, or you're not living your life right if you don't go to school in some way, like higher education and all that.
Okay, so I got a question. So I'm American, so I got American parents. So I know a lot of
the lone American in the panel.
So what's the main difference between American parents and, you know, African parents? Like, what is the?
That's a good question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a good question.
I just okay, yeah, I'll take it for a second.
Yeah.
I just feel like the difference is just how they how much they push you. You know, like American parents tend to push you in one direction, whereas more of like, you know, aspire to be who you want to be. But African parents are more like, you know, we have traditions, so it's really more about, you know, go out there, get an education, you know, get married. But you know, it's all still the same forms of love. And one thing I'm gonna say about my parents is I always love them, you know, and I appreciate the man they've made me to be. You know, they've taught me that, you know, education is first, and education is always first. You know, I got my degree, you know, I'm working, but you know, I just felt like they really pushed me in the right direction to be who I needed to be. So, you know, it's still the same forms of love. It's just different styles of it. You feel me? So
Right. Okay.
Shout out to being politically correct. Because I would say,
oh wow,
African parents are like drill sergeants. Straight drill sergeants, man. I love my mom and RP to my pops and everything, but nonetheless, like, it's their way or the highway, and you know, it's just like there's a standard. And,
you are going to pharmacy school.
You are going to be a doctor, engineer, pilot,
in the medical field.
You know? Exactly. AKA why I went to school for engineering. So yeah, it was just instilled in me. Now, of course, the love is still there. It's just different, like Ike said, and I'm sure it has to do with not being born and raised in America themselves, that they want us not to take it for granted. So I get it.
Okay, I gotta this. I'm sorry, I gotta ask this question. How do Africans think about slavery?
Well, see, I think of it
because I think African Americans, like us, we see it from a standpoint of, okay, we learn about Martin Luther King, we learn about Malcolm X, but like,
it's a good question. I'm just laughing.
It's not like we're not like the real Africans, you know what I mean? So how does the real Africans think about slavery, you know?
No comment. I don't want to get canceled.
Well, I'll say this. I look at it from.
Let's go.
Like, I'm a Black American. I'm gonna be real because you know that's I was raised in this country.
Yeah, we're first generation. So, right. Yeah, we're raised.
I was raised in this country. I was raised like a Black American. You know what I mean? I took the blows like a Black American. You know.
Okay.
So I look at it from that stand, and then plus the mentors that I look at and look after. You know, they are all Black Americans, you know, most of them. Most of my mentors are intellectual Black Americans, like Boyce Watkins, Tariq Nasheed, you know, Umar from time to time, Umar Johnson, you know,
Dr. Umar.
you know, people like that. Those, you know, those are my, you know, pillars. Dr. James Smalls, you got Dr. Claude Anderson. You know, these are all Black Americans. You know what I mean? So,
so Giuliani. What about like the term akata?
Okay, I'll be real. That's some bullshit because you know
what is that?
I think it's like it's a derogatory term for like. I think it's an equivalent to the N-word.
Yeah, basically, it's like African Black Africans term or terminology to label the Black American.
Yeah,
a nigga. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like, you know, it's a separatism kind of
put you on game.
Yeah, it's a separatism kind of format, but it's like, bro, at the end of the day,
do everybody know this?
Yeah, all of us.
A lot.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I used to live in Nigeria for a couple years. I never knew the term was derogatory till recently. You know, I thought
too.
Like we'd say it in Nigeria like a lot. Like we just be saying it like it's nothing. But I didn't know it was derogatory. So
yeah, it's like being a hooligan. Like if you're sagging or you're like, you know, carrying yourself in a certain like unprofessional way, like, you know, just like being ratchet.
Yeah, that's it's basically the African term for ratchet, the Nigerian term for ratchet.
And you know, I just discovered that term, how derogatory it was, like recently, like you said. You know, it was recent for me. You know,
my mom used to call me a kata all the time. Baby, I was that kid. You know, make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was a badass kid. I'm not even gonna lie, I was a badass kid.
Exactly. Yeah, it takes one to know one. I was a knucklehead. Shout out to my parents and my siblings being the youngest. Hey, he knows firsthand. My brother, he's closer. My brother, he's closer in age. My brother, I was a knucklehead.
I could tell they used to whoop you as a kid, huh?
Oh, yeah. I was
used to get beat up.
Child of asthma.
You always got beat up, didn't you?
Poster child of asthma.
Damn.
Yeah.
Still getting beat up.
He tried though. Yeah, I got them home. Don't try me. Hey, all right. Let's go ahead and get back to these questions though. All right, because you know you are our special guest, we're gonna be asking you a series of questions. So, second question will be: what inspired you to pursue a career in filmmaking, and who are some of the biggest influencers in the industry?
I'm gonna answer the second question first. So I think Kanye West. Just separating his controversies from his art, just the way he's literally like an artist. He's a visionary because I aspire to be like him. I want to excel not only in film, but in all aspects of, you know, creativity. So he's definitely inspired me. Drake too, you know, I respect his grind. Childish Gambino, You know, there's been many people.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, like
that's a sleeper one.
Nah, for real.
And the other question was, what made me like film? That was the question.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. What drew you to filmmaking? Yeah.
I don't know. So I feel like as you grow up, you just got to try different things. So like I told y'all, like I started off doing comics. I was like in 3rd, 4th grade, just drawing comics at the back of my notebooks, just, you know, getting my ideas out there. So it just kind of stemmed from how do I translate what's in my head into a piece of paper to the world. So I did drawings, I did comics, and then from there it just kind of spun to like, hey, let me join this film society. So I joined it, and I kind of liked where things were going, and it just kind of made me want to make my own film. So I just started going out there and just click and play, and I was just, you know, recording, and I was like, hey, this is kind of fun, you know. So I just kept doing it, and I just fell in love with it. Wow. It's fun.
That's pretty cool though.
Definitely.
Yeah. Just transition the habits, man. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah,
definitely. All right. What are some of the challenges you face as a movie director, and how do you navigate through those challenges?
I think the biggest challenge is just never giving up, because I've had so many moments. I've reached so many breaking moments in my film career where I was like, man, like why is this happening to me? Like, why is this so hard? But you just have to find your inner beast. You know, you have to just unlock your full potential, and that's what my journey has kind of taught me. You know, it's kind of taught me that, you know, I gotta fend. You know, I've got to be strong. You know, I've got to keep going. I've got to move mountains. You know, it's a hard journey, and it's not for the weak. You know, you just got to go out there and you got to try. You know.
Okay, yeah, never give up. That's definitely a mentality that could go for everybody too, even the viewers. Exactly. Never give up on your dreams. So
definitely,
big time. Can you talk about your latest film project and what inspired you to create it?
Okay, I'm gonna have to put my shades on because
yeah,
let's get it. Let's go.
All right, so
it's spicy in this thing.
I'm gonna say this right now: the stars are bright with this project.
That's why he needs the shades. Bars.
I'm gonna say this before I even start passing out stars. Everybody on the Red Box project has been phenomenal. Like, we have a talented group of people, and we've made it work. You know, we are a strange bunch, but we've made this motherfucker work. You know, like we've made it work.
Let's go.
You know, some way, somehow, this Red Box has withstood the test of time. It's withstood earthquakes, tornadoes, meteor strikes, and we've just kept going. We kept pushing it, and we are almost at the end. And you know, I will always thank my team for being on my side. And as we've conquered all these setbacks and obstacles, you know, it's going to be an amazing experience. You feel me? And also I want to say shout out to my boy Ryan, because he is a talented man. And not only is he one of our leading characters, but I've seen this man grow as an actor and as a friend. And I've seen him get better and better. And one thing I can say about him is he does not give up. He's a willing person. He comes, he grinds, he hustles, and you know, I'm proud to be your director.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Appreciate it. Same here, man. Definitely.
Good shit.
Yeah.
The Red Box.
Cry a little bit.
The Red Box, baby, is coming. The Red Box is coming. It's coming to your TVs, your streaming services. It's coming, and it's going to be the biggest thing ever. It's getting closer.
Look out for that.
Subscribe to ITV.
ITV.
Yeah.
So ITV.
Off camera, we was just watching the trailer.
The trailer.
And I think you said about the production pretty good.
I was liking the quality of it, like the way you shot it. You know, you probably, you know, I was asking questions off camera. I was like, damn, what kind of cameras does he use? Like, what in my head, I was like, what kind of video editing software and everything like that, you know? So, and at the same time, I was like, yeah, he must draw like real. What immediately popped into my head was Jordan Peele, Russo brothers, like that style of shooting the film, like you know, the texture, the tone of, and the vibe of the video. I was like, man, that's dope, man. Like that's what it. So
it was giving me
I guess,
Get Out,
right, Get Out, you know, no, stuff like that. So I guess, I mean, I got a question right now. So like,
I got an answer.
Okay,
all right,
man. All right. So like, who out there, you know, director wise, do you feel like you've taken a little bit of inspiration from, a little bit of like, okay, I like that from that director, I like this from that director. Like who do you gain, inspiration from that regard, as far as the craft is concerned? Like, who have you looked to?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just felt like I didn't really get inspiration from any director because I feel like the Red Box is just its own. It's a different path. It's something new. You know, I didn't have to study someone's game. I just felt like I had to create my own style of filmmaking, and that's what the Red Box is. So I've been doing a lot of skits. You know, so ITV is basically my YouTube channel, and that's how I started with my content. So I started off doing skits, and I was just running out. I was just a dude just running out there, just click and play with a camera. I was just running out there, just creating stories. Like every week, any idea I have, I go right on my notes app and I'll just like cast people, go out there and film it. And I know Ryan can attest to this too, because I've done a short film with him. You know, I was like, hey, you know, I went on the site, I casted him, and then we went out there and we just clicked play. And that's just how everything just kind of spun out. So my style is really more of like, I have a knack for bringing people together. Like I can bring different kinds of people and make it work. And that's something I think it's very difficult because like it's one thing to have everybody in the room, but like to get everybody to be on the same page, to like to gel. Like I feel like I'm that gel that like I can make things stick and pop and work. And I feel like inspiration wise, I don't really know. You know, like I can say the style is kind of Jordan Peele because you know, I think we kind of think like similar. You know, it's like he's all about like, oh, watch it again and what did you see? What did you reference? And I like putting Easter eggs in my content. So I just feel like that's what I like, you know, and I'm into the science fiction genre too, because I feel like that's where the most potential is and that's where the most money is.
Exactly.
And I've kind of like, and also with the Red Box, I've kind of had it be an experiment because I'm thinking, okay, what if we can put all these elements of film together? I can say it's an action, it's a science fiction, it's a drama, it's so many kinds of genres, and we've somehow made it work. It's even like a musical. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Multi-genre.
Yeah, multi-genre. You know, and I think that's something that's new. Cause I just want to do. My thing is like I've just always wanted to be different. So I want to do something that stands out. You feel me? So
and then is it just it's not just one, you know, just the black or just for the whites? It's like for
no. So my thing is like I want everybody to enjoy it. Not yes, I am a black filmmaker, but I want to make something that's enjoyed by everyone. So I want something that these people can relate. I want characters that everybody can relate to because I'm all about bringing everybody together and just being like enjoyed by the masses instead of like a specific, you know, that's just my style.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
I can say the same thing about this podcast. That's what we aim for is reaching all demographics and not just being biased towards one end or the other, but giving everyone the opportunity to speak and have a voice.
Exactly.
So,
facts.
Yeah, man. So, okay.
Without taking no shit.
Exactly.
Ain't taking none of that. All right.
So while talking about Red Bucks and everything, how do you approach casting for your films?
Ooh, that's a good
question.
Right? I was thinking about something like that. That is a great question because I feel like casting doesn't get enough credit because casting is hard. You know, not only are you trying to find the right actors, but you're trying to find people that people can relate to. You know what I'm saying? So I have a knack for I can look at somebody and I can say, okay, I think this is where you fit. I can look at you and I can be like, all right, this is where you would fit. You know, this is the kind of style you could, without even you talking, I can just scan people and just, okay, I think you work here best. And we've done it with the Red Box. We've casted people from professional sites. We've got people from social media. Yeah. We've even got people from the street. I'm the kind of person where I'm like, hey, you want to be in the scene real quick? We just go up there and then we just click play and then we make it work. Yeah. So we've got people from different sources.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me piggyback off of that. Piggyback.
Well, yeah.
Now I know over the years you being in the film industry and doing film now, I know you've noticed that a lot of Black people in general in the film industry tend to deal with more obstacles than others in the film industry when it comes to either the Academy Awards or the stuff like that. There's always been boycotts or strikes or people have had complaints. So I guess this is going to lead into my next question is, do you feel like it's important to, I'm not saying all the time you would have to have this consciously in your mind, but do you think it's important to have Black leads in films or like Black someone as the Black lead? I mean, there could be a bunch of other, white people in the movie or whatever, but as the lead actor, do you think it's important for Black people to kind of step up to that more so and to kind of involve that in your filmmaking process? More so than not?
I just feel, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like as a black filmmaker, I've always gotta have a black person in it, you know, and mainly probably leading because as a director, you got to make your art true to you. So I can't speak thoroughly from the white experience because I'm a black filmmaker. So I feel like I can speak the best through black people and black voices. So I do agree. You do always got to have someone like of you in your art. And I feel like that's everybody.
Yeah. To reflect, right?
Yeah. To reflect. Because I feel like with the Red Box too, like you'll see a lot of elements of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Definitely. Let me go ahead and get another one. My bad. What advice would you have for aspiring filmmakers, particularly those from underrepresented communities? You know,
the biggest advice I would say is like you cannot wait.
Hold up, sorry. But I just wanted you to like give them like step by step. You see what I'm saying? If they, let's say they don't have a camera, or maybe they just got their phone. What can they do? You know, just to kind of get started to get their feet wet.
First of all, to get your feet wet, you got to turn on the faucet. You know? So turn on the faucet is basically like, who are you? Because everybody,
sense of humor.
I gotta watch what I say. But you gotta figure out who you are. Like, what kind of filmmaker am I? When you figure out who you are, you know what to film about. So like I told y'all, like I've always loved cartoons, and I've just always been like spontaneous, and I just love spontaneousness. Is that even the word? But yeah,
it's a word now. Damn it, it's a word now.
What if they don't have a very like a expensive camera, or they don't know where to go to? You know, they don't have money.
You see what this is? This is the phone. All you gotta do is click play. You know what TikTok? All TikTok is click play. That's it. So by you click and play, like by you recording something and click and play, you're a filmmaker. You feel me? What's stopping anybody? Because I've done. Go on my channel right now. I have a couple skits shot with the iPhone. I didn't have a camera. Never stopped me from creating. Nothing can ever stop you but you.
Yeah.
So we like back then. Yeah, back
that's
then.
That's wisdom talk.
Yeah,
that's wisdom talk. Because back then we didn't even have access to good cameras. So there was a lot of excuses back then. That's why I was doing comics. But now it's like there is no excuses to go out there and try to make something because we have all the tools provided to us. We can hire people. We can buy cameras. We can use our phones. There's no excuses right now because this is the age of creators. This is the age of content creators. Like there's unlimited resources. Like we're in a rap studio. We're in the music studio right now and we're doing a podcast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we could easily have done this at home, but like we have access. So you know what I'm saying? So the point is there is no excuses to get out there and click play. The people that are making excuses are people that don't want to work hard. And people always trying to make excuses. Like the reason why I'm in this position right now is because I didn't give up. Like I just kept going and I didn't let circumstances stop me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So you, like I said, you just gotta figure out who you are and what your style is. And once you figure out your style, you go out there and you click play and you just keep making it. Your first one will never be your best one. Your first, this is wisdom talk. Your first art will never be your best art. I've made over 100 like short films, skits, etc. Go on my page. I've made over 100 videos just going out there, click and play, learning from my mistakes.
119, I believe. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, and probably even like, do you know how many private? Do you know how many videos that are private because of controversy? Like I've made a lot of controversial stuff, and I've had to like delete some because they got too racy, and you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no excuse.
That's the path that we're on. We have no filter, so you know, I feel you.
Hey, but hey, there's a market for the unfiltered too, though. Like people want the real and the raw because a lot of people out there don't get it in their real life. You know, they go to an office job and they have to be confined into a box and they have to tiptoe. So when they get home, they want it out to just explode and just listen to somebody who's uncut, you know, because it's
interesting perspective.
You know what I mean?
True.
I got a question. So for the Red Box, what inspired you to come up with the idea and what, you know, inspired you to just to
because
Red
Box,
that?
I think of like, you know, that little box thing outside the Walgreens. And
yeah. That's a funny
DVDs.
That's a funny story because I don't know about y'all, but like recently, like you know how the red boots are like a thing now. Like it's something about the color red. You know what I'm saying? And also, I've been seeing a lot of red boxes everywhere, like red, like the red box movie, whatever dispenser thing. I've seen a lot of red box stuff lately, and it's just signs to keep going.
Yep.
Yeah. So what made me come up with this idea? Well, you know, during COVID, you know, at this time, like I've already perfected my craft. I've made so many films, skits, whatever. And it was COVID, and during COVID, what were we doing? We were just locked in our houses.
Yep.
So I'm in my house. I'm like, okay, like I gotta think, you know, because this was the stage where like all we were doing is playing video games and sleeping. There's really nothing to do. So I was like, okay, like I've done a lot of skits. I've done all these things. So like, and yeah, I was enjoying success, but I wanted even more success. So I was like, okay, what's something I could do? What's something I could create that could. Because I don't know, something about me is like, I'm all about going viral. I believe if you can go viral, you can beat the game.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what's an idea I can create that could go viral? And I was like, okay, I'm in my house. So now I'm just thinking, okay, let me make a story about a guy trying to rob someone. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's add an element of sci-fi. So it's like, when I'm making these stories, I'm like a chef. So the red box is like this huge like concoction, right? So I just be like sprinkling like some salt, some pepper, some seasoning, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, let me make it about a guy trying to rob a girl. Let's just call it like a girl, like a guy trying to go to a girl's house trying to rob her. Let me sprinkle some of that. But what's my genre first? Sci-fi. So I was like, okay, how do I make this a science fiction? Okay, the item has to be something that's so valuable. So I gotta make this. I gotta make this red box so trendy. It has to be the new talk of town. Like it got to be trendy. I got to make an item that's like everybody can like talk about. You know, I basically got to make the red box popular. So I made it some unknown object that even I don't even know what's in the box. You feel me? So it's like to this day I don't know what the hell's in the box. So this guy's trying to rob this girl in a house.
Right.
And you know, I mean, I guess that's all I can say because I don't want y'all to. I don't want to spoil the story for y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of, because I'm a big movie person. It's a movie that was made in like the 90s with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. Seven. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of that movie.
So it's about like what's in the box, and they're going through all these crazy, wild. I can't even think of the word, adversities and everything like throughout the movie, and like only at the end do you discover what's really in the boxes.
Yeah.
But yeah, similar reference point, just comparison wise.
So I was just, I was in my house, and then I was like, okay, let me make a story. So I wrote the script, and I just went out there, and I was just like, okay, let me just find some people. Let's see if this works. So the thing with me is like, I always leave the door open. You just have to leave the door open in case.
Yeah.
So the way I ended the first episode, which was basically the pilot, was like, okay, let me make it. It was initially a short film. I was like, okay, it's just an experiment. So we were able to film it. That's why I called Ryan back again. We worked for the second time, and and that experiment just worked. And people, would I say it was my best work? No. But was it a great experiment? Yeah. And people were like, what's in the box? So the key with film is like, if you can it's like a drug. If you can get people wanting more, you've won. Cause that's what inspires me. When I get people asking questions, like telling me, hey, what's in the box? I want more. What happened to this? That kind of motivates me. So that's what happened with episode 1. And that's what we accomplished. You feel me? And then that made me want to make more. So I turned it from a short film to a series. And it just kind of like, it now is rapidly just like, now we've had probably over 50 actors and actresses. And we've had so many locations. We've shot in like churches, we've shot in studios, we even had an airport. We shot in strip clubs. We even shot at the mall recently. I'm not even kidding. We shot at the mall. We literally went in the mall and click play.
Yeah.
So it's like God has been providing us these opportunities. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like at this point, like the story is so big to where I feel like God's writing the story at this point, because everything that's happened, I'm not going to say it's been a perfect ride, because it hasn't. Everything that's happened, I've just learned to just trust God.
Yeah.
And just fall back, because I have a habit of just panicking every time, but sometimes I just have to sit back and let the box let God tell the story. You feel me? Because God is the author of this story.
Yeah.
So that's wisdom talk.
Facts.
Yeah. So
hey, all I know is click play. That's all I'm saying. Click play.
No, so just now, that kind of leads me into my next question. So we know that, like you mentioned, no set is perfect. No,
absolutely,
filming experience, no matter what project you got going on, could be perfect.
Yeah.
So talk about some of the adversities that you may have had to deal with and how important it was to conquer those adversities while you were doing this project, because we know that not all the time it's positive. You're going to have to deal with some of the negative, right? So, and obviously you got through it because you got great work, by the way. I just want to let you know, man, like that shit's quality, bro. I'm telling you.
Definitely.
But talk about what are some of the adversities or obstacles that you had to deal with while creating this project?
I'll tell you, I'll start by what wasn't our adversity. What wasn't our adversity was the talent. I keep saying is like, we are a talented bunch of individuals. So our talent and our willpower alone brought us to where we were. So the question is, what were the challenges? The biggest challenges, and this is the universal one, is money. Because I started this idea with barely anything in the bank.
Yeah.
I was we had talent. We had people that knew how to use cameras. We had people that knew how to act. We had people that knew how to man the sound. We had good editors and things like that. So, our biggest challenge was money. So just getting somebody to believe in your concept is the hardest thing. And even till this day, we still haven't found like an investor, but we're where we are because we're talented.
Yeah.
So, and this goes with everything. Like, dreams are expensive. Like, I don't care what anybody says. You need money. You need money for studio time. You need money for cameras. You need money.
Yeah.
So, I
need money for the most too.
Yeah, but we all know that. But I'm just saying is like I've had to work my ass off to fund majority of this project. It hasn't been easy. So the biggest challenge, I'm gonna keep saying is money, because when you have more money, you have less problems.
Yeah.
And so another thing is like, this project has taught me that, everybody's not perfect. And especially me, it's helped me realize a lot of things about myself. Like, how can I treat people better? What do I say? It's kind of like, check me, because I thought I was like this person. I was like, I just thought I've always been right. And the more I progress, I've kind of realized things about myself and mistakes I've made and how I can be better. Now I can treat people. So that's part of it, like changing as a person. Like everybody has flaws.
Yeah.
And the sooner you admit to yours, like, because when everybody's saying stuff about you, it's not cap anymore. It's true. So you got to be willing to change, and you got to be willing to put your pride and ego aside too. I think we all have some form of like ego in us. So it's like, just you got to be willing to put your pride aside for the sake of getting something done. You feel me? So those are like, to me, those are the biggest challenges.
Did you ever have any actors or crew members be like, man, damn, man, I want to stick with it, but like I gotta exit stage left, man. I'm sorry, man. I respect you, but
I'll just say this. Everybody has a red box. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
Everybody has a red box, and everybody has things. Everybody has bigger priorities in their life.
Right.
So I don't expect people to like, stick to the end.
Yeah.
All I can say is like, where we've come, like, you got to be. I'll say this: you have to be grateful. Like everybody's effort. You have to appreciate everything you've got along the way. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be grateful, because a lot of people wish they were in this position, but it's just a part of it is luck. Part of it is just right place, right time. So you, as a filmmaker, you got to be willing to adapt. Like, okay, how can I do this? How can I change this? How can I replace this? You got to be willing to like make imminent changes, because not everything is going to be perfect. You feel me? So that's how I would answer that question.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I do got a comment. So this is for any upcoming actor or actors right now. Like, I understand that you are an actor and you want to just be in a movie, film, series, but you have to understand is that the director is going through far more than you are going through.
Don't even get me started.
And at the end of the day, they have to manage all of these people. They have to make sure that this is right, this is right, this is right. All you got to do is focus on what you need to do, which is the script and make sure that you're doing the lines correctly. But you know, sometimes you have to, you know, take yourself out of the situation and focus on the director. You know what I mean? The director goes through a lot more. Just like I was speaking, you know, about the women's situation, about a man is a director in his household. You know, a man goes through far more. Not saying that the man is better, but the man goes through far more. He has more responsibility. There's more things that is put upon him because of his position. Okay, same thing as a director. As an actor, you have to understand that, you know, maybe you can't talk to him. You know, he's busy. Maybe, you know, he's in his own mind. But again, don't be selfish and just make decisions based on how you feel. Look at the whole situation. There's people that is going to be affected because of your choices.
And I think to piggyback off what you're saying is like, you know, there is a hierarchy in everything, even your job. You got your CEOs, your supervisors, your project leads. Like everybody has a role.
Yeah.
And it's like the way things work is that there has to be like a system of like respect. You feel me? So like directors go to a lot of hell because we basically have to make sure everything is going right. And sometimes I would say this, like, treat others the way you want to be treated. Like the same way directors are expected to put themselves in people's shoes, you got to put yourself in the director's shoes. So the greatest respect you can do is just listening. You know, like as an actor, you've got to listen to your director because your director knows what he's doing. You know, like we know what we're doing. So it's like you just have to like trust. There has to be some level of trust, you know, in the game.
Yeah, and don't become the director. You know, you can't. That's not your role. Your role is the actor. Okay, actor, you act. Director, he directs.
And I've been on sets. Like I've been actors. I'm not always a director. I've been actors plenty of times on sets. And I'll tell you, like, based on how I treat them, I want them to treat me the same way. You know, you give up, you give what you dish out, or whatever the quote is. But you know, like when I'm on set, I just go on set, I shut the hell up, and I listen. It doesn't matter how long I'm there. I just listen, and I give my thanks, I give my shout outs, and I leave. So you have to be willing to listen as an actor.
And you can see it. You can see it from both spectrums, being as you do both sides of it.
Yeah.
Both actor and director in all aspects of the film that's being created. I think of it like coach to player and everything like that. Like the coach is responsible for all the players.
Yep. And another thing is like I watch a lot of basketball. I'm a huge basketball fan, and I compare when I'm going through with the film game to basketball. Like, you know, in basketball, there's the coach, there's the players, there's like everybody has a role. And on that basketball team, even the general managers, like everybody has a role. And for you to win a championship, everybody has to play their role. Just for this team, each project is like a basketball team. Like everybody has a role, and you have to play your role. You got to be willing to listen to your coach because your coach knows the game, you know. And as a player, you got to be. And this is what it all comes out to: putting your ego aside, your ego and pride aside. Everybody has to sacrifice for the championship, so you have to be willing to listen.
The bigger picture.
Yeah, Michael Jordan had to pass that ball.
Yep. Like Michael Jordan, he had to pass it. There, he had bad games. Like everybody had a role, and everybody has a role in everything. You just gotta be.
I know what Legend's doing with that one.
I know what he's doing too.
He's trying to do the LeBron.
He's trying to spark some shit up right now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say this right now with LeBron and Jordan.
Let's go.
If LeBron wins, this is just like an off ball, whatever. But like if LeBron wins the championship, if he gets ring number 5, if he can get through Steph Curry and win the championship, there is no doubt that he's at least equal to or better than Jordan.
I don't know.
And that's why I've been saying it's a closer race than most people would think that choose Jordan over LeBron.
I feel like he's
there right now. I'm a Jordan over LeBron. See, now that's delusion.
He's there right now.
But nonetheless, though, I'm a Jordan over LeBron. But most people that choose Jordan over LeBron think it's like, oh, there's no way LeBron will ever catch up. But I'm like,
how old is he?
I'm like,
and how old was Michael?
LeBron's 38.
But I'm saying like
13 seasons, 6 rings, man. Come on, man. But nonetheless though,
he still got more accolades than LeBron, believe it or not.
In a shorter time span. If he would have kept going, so we got to give LeBron the longevity.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Yeah, you can give him that, but that's like a participation trophy. It's like, all right, nigga, you've been in the NBA. All right.
The debate's still going though, still ongoing. Exactly. We gotta wait till the careers end before we start judging. Yeah, let their careers pan out. Like LeBron's story still being written.
I agree. That's why it's like that longevity.
I'll put it to you like this:
more of a fight.
If he passes,
making it closing in that gap.
If he passes, because he has a losing record in the finals. Let's be clear. If he gets more than 6 championships, if he gets 7 and he's 6, he has a winning record. Now,
so
then we can talk.
Okay, hold on.
We can talk.
So what do you consider? Hold up. So what do you consider a losing record?
4 and 6.
I don't think going to the finals is a losing record. For you to get to the finals for like, was it 9 or 10 straight seasons? Yo, that is hard.
That man's been to 10 finals.
That is free. He's been taking bums to the finals.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. If you put LeBron on the Warriors,
exactly,
he would be having so many rings. Like, Curry's been blessed with great players.
And Clay and
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't care what you say, but like, your team matters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to have a squad to win.
That's why
here's the difference.
That's why he went to Miami.
Right.
Finally have a squad.
And here's the difference.
I don't blame him.
When he had bums, he lost. When he didn't have bums, he lost. When Jordan had bums, he lost. When Jordan didn't have bums, he never lost. He never lost. That's the difference.
So
everybody needs help.
So my thing is,
the
way that Michael punched his teammates in the face. You have never heard LeBron James punch.
That's a different style of leadership.
You know what happens behind the scenes? The only thing is like there was no cameras back then. There was no cameras in the 90s like that.
True.
But like right now, you never know what happens in those locker rooms.
Yeah.
Facts. You know, LeBron might be boxing niggas in the locker room.
Exactly.
We never know.
We never know because if it gets out, his image is ruined.
Exactly. And you know LeBron's gotten into it with teammates.
All I know
before.
is that Jordan punched Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr hit one shot in the finals.
I know. He punched the clutch into Steve Kerr.
Sometimes you gotta knock sense into people.
You know?
And it's all love. It's like it's all part of fighting.
Thank you.
Like it's tough love.
And you know, Kobe was the same way. Kobe was tough on teammates.
And LeBron's a cobbler.
So if you watch the Last Dance, you see Horace Grant talks about Michael coming in the locker room, just going off on him, yelling at him. And he says,
holding everybody accountable.
Yeah, no, cussing him out, talking about his mama. Like, LeBron, you think LeBron do that?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Delonte West and LeBron's mama. Allegedly. Well, you just talk about mamas.
But I want to. You know, we kind of digress into that. But I want to go back to what you were saying about adaptability. I know learning how to adapt, and then with the actors and the directors dynamic. I do feel like, you know, there's nothing wrong with an actor throwing ideas. There's a difference between throwing ideas and actually trying to run the set. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say this off the record or on the record. I'm gonna say this: the director's decision is bleeping final.
No, right. And that makes total sense.
I give no.
No, that makes sense. But at the same, for it. I don't think there's anything wrong with an actor throwing you ideas.
That's fine.
Suggestions.
That's fine.
But your director is final. The word is final.
It's like
director.
It's like sometimes people be taking it like too personal, but it's like this is the director's ship.
Right.
Like you gotta like suggestions are fine, but you can't get hurt or like upset over like what the director is saying.
Facts.
Like
I agree.
Exactly.
Like
I agree with that. I agree.
Like my God.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Goodness.
How the directors film.
Some people be taking it too personal.
Yeah, and see those people that and those people that take
movie. I'm sorry. Who's that movie where he got raped?
What?
Are you talking about Pulp Fiction?
Grape. Sorry, you two.
You talking about Pulp Fiction?
We get monetized.
Yeah,
Wait, speaking of grapes, you got some grapes on you? I thought I saw some grapes.
Yeah, I did see.
I killed that already.
Those grapes, right?
Yeah, I killed those already.
He loves grapes. You like grapes too, eh?
I love grapes.
Oh my God, y'all straight hands, man.
Yeah, but I forgot the movie name, but basically, you know, it happened, and he now kind of regrets that. But he had to do it because he signed a contract. You know, in Hollywood, if you sign this contract, you obligated to do.
Are you referring to the actor regretted shooting that?
Shooting the scene, yeah. He's
ended up getting raped.
Oh, you're talking about some. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about another actor. Because I was thinking Pulp Fiction. That's
it's a black film.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction had the black. It was a black actor, Ving Rhames, who got raped in the movie too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Was it fake?
Yeah.
It was
fake. I think.
Oh, hell nah.
Hell
Hell to the F nah.
It's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell nah.
Yeah.
Some of these directors be doing the most. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these directors be so shady and sneaky. They be doing the most.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, wait, why is like I'll be watching shows and movies. I'm like, why is this even here? Was this even necessary?
Didn't I bring that up last episode where I was like, hey, no, that was on my other podcast. But I said on my other podcast, I said, they just like, you'll be watching a scene like about a episode that has nothing to do with it. So you'll be watching something, then all of a sudden flash over to the next scene. It's like some real crazy sexual activity going on. You're like, what does this have to do? Yeah, it has nothing to do with the theme of the episode.
That's like a lot of Tubi movies nowadays. It's just like why is this even like this could have easily been cut or like edited, but it's like y'all just throwing anything.
Is that like a attention span thing? Yeah. Like people have short.
Yeah, sometimes people think if they have these certain scenes in films like that's gonna grab people's attention. No, that just makes it unprofessional.
Yeah. I feel like there's an agenda when people do. It's like, you want me to see. Why do you want me to see this? Like, what's the point of this? You know?
There's a hidden agenda behind that.
Yeah.
All right. So while we're just talking about more general stuff,
well, I got one more.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Legend.
So a lot of the people that's not directors are not really familiar with what a director do. There's certain things that we see. And music videos. I know you do music videos as well.
I do.
So
book me.
So definitely.
I'm gonna have to, man. Because I do. I'm in the music industry, man. Like hardcore. Like this, is what I do. This is the podcast thing is another outlet, but this is what I'm gonna have to. Because I've been looking for somebody to. I have records, man. And I need visuals to these records.
I can direct your visuals. How about that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's really my next. Once the Redbox is done, because the Redbox has been consuming a lot of my personal time. So once the Redbox is done, like I'm opening my doors to like directing. I mean, commercial directing, music video directing, and creative, like more stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, y'all check his link's gonna be in the.
You're trying to be
the bio,
the bio description. Yeah.
Multiple, multifaceted, man. That's dope.
But back to the question. So again, a lot of people that's not directors, they don't really know how it goes. There's some things that's in music videos, certain symbols and things of that nature, and they say some viewers are like, okay, is that on purpose? Or so as a director, is anything that's in these videos of yours, is everything on purpose? And if it is on purpose, could it be, we talking about the symbolism, that type of stuff. And so if you was to just as a director and you edit a video or you shoot a video, would you say that everything that's in that video is in there on purpose?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, everything I do, there's a reason for it. Every second you watch a film, every pixel you see, there's a reason it's there. There's been a lot of times where I be doing stuff, and this is the thing with me is like I believe like this, and this is the thing with directors in general. Nobody knows what the director is trying to portray. So like I said, as an actor, you got to listen because the stuff I be trying to like put on the screen is like, sometimes it can't even be written. It can't be explained. So like when you watch it, you'll see, oh, this is why I did this. This is why I'm wearing this. This is why I was dancing. I know I told you to hit some dance moves a couple times, right? But it's like, some people be like, why am I doing this? There's a reason you're doing it because there's certain things, there's certain symbols I'm trying to portray.
A method to the madness.
There's a method to everything.
You know what that question reminds me of? So there's a Jay-Z song. Swiss Beats produced the record. It's called On to the Next One. Y'all know that song? If y'all watch that music video, there's a bunch of symbolism in that video. Like a lot of demonic symbolism, a lot of demonic shit.
It's like Illuminati.
Yeah, like if you watch it, the symbolism that's in there, they flash it. It's like 2.5 seconds, like it's like camera flashes of symbols, right? And it goes back to what you're right, and it goes back to what he was saying. The director of that music video, that was all that's intention. Like you have intentions to put that in there.
Intentional.
So I hate when people question, like, ask why. Like it's not your job to ask why.
Yeah.
It's your job to just go along with it. Like, I don't like being questioned.
That's
like for the last time, there's a method to my madness.
Yeah,
you know, like we cooking something.
Hey, you got to come off a little bit more polite than that. You know, people are gonna think that you're a Hitler, tyrannical, dictator type of director. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say something.
You got to make it seem like you're versatile. You're flexible.
Let me tell you something. I'm the nicest man you would ever meet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm the nicest person.
Just by how he speaks, I can buy that.
Yeah, no. I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just, you know.
But I can see what you're saying though. But at the end of the day, I can see where Ike is coming from because you're supposed to trust the person that you're working with, and the person, like, if you're an actor and you want to act in this film with this director that is directing it, you're supposed to trust them because they're giving you an opportunity. In return, you trust the opportunity that they're giving you. And it's like, I don't see how logically you could think that you could tell that person how to do or what to do, or like suggestions are suggestions, and it's just something to consider. But he is or she is supposed to have that final word because they are the one orchestrating it all. So overall.
Yeah, because it's
the puppet master.
And again, like you said, it's very it could be very damaging. That's what I'm saying, right? Damaging.
Yeah.
Because let's say the director has, he's thinking 1 + 2 + 3. He's thinking far in the future with this one. You're looking at the scene, but he's looking at the whole fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
And now you switching something else. Now it's going to have a ripple effect with the whole movie because now he has to change something in the movie.
Hey,
because
sometimes 2 + 2 can be 5. 2 + 2 can be 4.
Definitely. So
that would probably went over my
I see what he's trying to say. It's like
I had to catch that.
Yeah. No, it just goes back to the director's vision.
Yeah.
It may not make sense to you, but it's gonna make sense. It makes sense to the director who's trying to put this puzzle together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing with my style is like it doesn't make sense because it's just the stuff that doesn't make sense is the stuff that sells. You feel me? That goes with music, like people want to see the next big thing, the next something that's different. So I'll tell you something. My stuff does not make sense until it's done. You know what I'm saying? It's not predictable at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely.
That was a gem. I ain't gonna lie. He sold me with that one. Hey man. All right. So enough about the film and who you are and everything else. Like we talked about that. We might get back to that, but let's just talk about more relatable things. That's what's going on with the world and everything else like that. So you're talking about basketball. So you're a basketball guy. Do you think the Lakers or the Warriors will win the series?
I'm not even gonna lie. I think the Warriors gonna win the series because the Warriors, they have a strange team, but it works, and they have a great coach. The coach knows what he's doing.
I know.
And I think the only problem with the Lakers is that the only way they're going to win is if Anthony Davis is consistent because every day this man's breaking a bone in his body.
Injury prone.
It's like, I watched the first game. I was so happy. Then I was like, I already know they're going to lose the second game. So I didn't even watch till after the half, and then they were getting blown out. And I was like, all right, yep. So I might watch the game tonight, but it's just like, it'd be giving me anxiety.
Man, I think... it goes. I'm gonna add on to what you're saying. I think it's more the system that the Warriors have.
Yeah,
systematic, bro. Like you can't. The system is always gonna. If you have a solid system, that's always gonna overcome. Always.
Yeah, and just like he's saying, it's like the Warriors is like they have a team, but like it doesn't make sense, but it works. Like they don't have a true big man, but it's like
fuck the Warriors, right?
Okay, so
they're a good team. I actually I'm not gonna lie, I actually like them.
And they have superstars to run that system.
I love the Warriors. I love them because they're just good. Like they're winners.
They're like the Spurs.
Let me say something.
Patriots.
I would never count out the King.
Never.
Man, come on, bro.
Never. I will never count out the King.
You probably think he's the best player in the NBA right now.
The best player of the history.
Jesus.
In the history of the NBA.
Good God. Hey, man. I'm about to make you... Hold on.
He loves him
so much.
He dunked. Listen.
On who?
He dunked.
On who?
Let's hear this.
And in the air, he looked at Jordan.
What you talking about, Jordan?
God.
He put his soul in his heart.
That was a cocky.
He put his soul in his heart.
He
Dunked and looked at Jordan while he was in the air.
Hold on, time out.
It's Charlotte.
Hey, our producer's a Kobe fan, right?
Yes.
Closest thing that LeBron could have to battle Michael, right, was Kobe. What happened when Kobe and LeBron met every single time? Who got more buckets than who on who? Tell me who.
Okay, Kobe shouldn't even be in the...
Kobe won that battle. I'm just saying.
August 23rd, birthday.
I'm just saying. Kobe got the best of them every time. I'm just saying.
We never truly got to see them play in the playoffs. I feel like the playoffs is where you truly see who's better.
That's true.
Exactly.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
The finals against each other. That's one thing that we were never given.
The closest thing we're seeing to LeBron and Kobe's is LeBron and Curry. That's the closest you're gonna get to that matchup.
Yeah. I was thinking that notion. He is the greatest shooter of all time.
Listen, LeBron's not in his prime. He's not in his prime. No
he really is out of his prime, but he's still good.
A top 10 player.
He just got to be a number 2. He got to be a number 2 on the team. So I'm gonna need Anthony Davis to wake up.
Facts.
And please, for the love of God, when you're on fire, you can't be stopped. I've always thought he was up there with Jokic and Embiid.
Yeah.
He really is.
He is.
But he's not consistent.
Exactly. I agree.
I'm not
through 100%.
I agree.
Yeah, I do feel like he needs to get better, but if he don't get better, we got the king.
He could be an MVP.
See, let's just be.
We got the king.
I feel he should be going that.
And if we need him,
and we got Austin Reeves.
Yeah, we got
Austin Reeves.
Yeah, white boy. White boy.
Austin Reeves, white boy boogie.
Yeah.
That's
white chocolate.
White chocolate.
The second, because Jason Williams is original.
That's like the Bulls say, man. We got Steve Kerr.
One thing about LeBron, he's always going to have a fly ass white boy on his team. Mike Miller.
Kevin
Love.
Is he Australian? Yeah,
he's Australian.
Mike Miller.
Yeah, Mike Miller white. Yeah, he's white chocolate too. It's true. I give you.
Hey, I gotta say this. I appreciate y'all. For having me on this show. If I haven't said it,
Man.
I like where this is going. This could be something. This could be something big.
No, appreciate that, man.
Yeah. You will know. So that means.
But I do gotta say something. I gotta just keep it real. Sorry, gotta keep it real.
He's going.
You know what he says? That it's about to be.
Michael Jordan's overrated.
Damn. Jesus.
Sheesh.
Why are you speaking?
I just gotta keep it real.
I'm gonna pull a Stephen A on you. Blasphemous. The blasphemy that you speak.
Honestly,
yeah. Good God.
Did you say Michael Jordan's overrated?
Jesus.
Yes, he's so crazy. He almost made him leave the panel.
Damn.
He almost straight canceled himself.
I wasn't gonna leave. That was just me being dramatic.
But
look,
dude,
if you would have said Bill Russell or something, I might have not been so.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real. I didn't really watch Jordan play, so I couldn't really feel how good he was. So that's the thing is when you're making these debates, it's easier if you were in their era watching their games.
See, I watched the nigga play. I watched all these niggas play. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Yep. I've seen them all. I'm telling you, man.
So what did Pippen say in his book?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Man, Pippen just wanted to sell books.
What did Pippen say in his book?
He just wanted to hit sales, bro. Let's stop it.
Hey, that's why Larsa.
He just wanted to make niggas read his shit.
Jordan's son. That's why Larsa is dating Jordan's son. Hey, Scottie Pippen. I'm sorry, bro. You're a hell of a player, but outside of playing.
But you know what though? No. Hold on.
Got it all the way up there.
Scottie, I think Scottie's handling it like a G though, because he's staying quiet. He's just he ain't sweating it. He's like, man, whatever, man. I'm above that.
Smarter that he stays quiet.
Yeah.
Like he said.
Yeah, he better not. Don't say no, because I feel like if he does say something, he might dig a deeper hole. But the player thing to do is to just keep it moving.
Say it. Kill him with silence.
I just gotta say it. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna just say this and just keep it real. Pippen is better than Jordan.
See, no.
You need to leave, man.
We're about to
need to leave.
Where's my phone, man?
It's like, look.
I think he's just trying to
disengage in the conversation.
I read his book. No, I read his book.
Man. Jeez, man.
I could talk
6 rings. He got exactly the amount of rings that Michael has. 6.
Scotty was
Scotty as in his rocket.
Okay, whose roller coaster ride was it? Was it Jordan's or Scotty's? Who was along for the ride?
Who stayed on the team and could have, if it wasn't for him sitting down, he would have won without Michael.
And didn't lost when he stayed on the team when Michael wasn't there.
Michael went to baseball.
They almost went to the finals.
See, Michael was so good. He knew he had the fact that he just went to go play baseball.
He went to go play baseball. He had that Deion Sanders.
You have to be so good to just leave a sport and come back.
And win.
Win. Like, bro, it was another 3. Like he got so bored of the competition. Like he took 2 years. Was it 2 years off?
Yeah, he took 2 years off.
Yo, baseball.
That's how you know he's the GOAT. In a short amount of time, he was able to achieve so much.
That's why
I'm saying like longevity awards don't really matter because some people get seriously hurt. Like what can you do in a small and this is like a red box gem too. Is like what can you do in the smallest amount of time? So as a director, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. Like as a director, is like I didn't even say this. Another of our biggest challenges was like we had a lot of time constraints. So it's like they say pressure is made from diamonds are formed from pressure.
Yeah.
And it's like, how time efficient are you? Like you got a place for 3 hours, you pay for a place, and how are you able to like, make something with the time allotted? So, so back to the basketball conversation, like, Jordan was able to do so much in so little time.
Yeah, but I'm a Pippen fan.
Listen, the nigga retired, went to another sport, came back and won 3, did a second three-peat.
Yeah.
Three.
Wait, hold on. So that sport, how did he do in that sport?
He was trash. But the fact of the matter is,
what's the point?
He was trash. But the fact of the matter is, the nigga took time off because he got bored. Like
PTO.
Bro, it took 2 years of PTO.
That's how good he was.
Came back.
So a lot. I'm more of a Pippen fan. I feel like Pippen was an all-around player. He could take over the team. He could win for the team.
Michael did the same thing.
He can defend.
Man, I'm not the player
for the team.
Let me tell you something.
Was it Michael on the defense team?
I'm not gonna lie.
Doing it all.
And again, and who made
LeBron
the Olympics in 1992? The Dream Team. Wasn't Pippen on the Dream Team? Wasn't Pippen on the Dream Team?
Who was the MVP of the Dream Team?
I know, right? Who was the lead?
Who was the lead? Who was the lead? Who was the MVP of the Dream Team? It was Michael. Hold on.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie. Like international players are taking over. International players are taking over the NBA.
Facts.
Like the league is getting better. I'll say this: the league is getting better.
Think about the 2 MVP. Like I don't know who won the MVP yet.
Jokic and Embiid. It was Embiid.
Exactly.
Embiid won it.
Hey, shouts to Cameroon. Hey.
That's
prime example of me bringing that up is that the 2 main players, even 3 if you include Giannis, they're all foreign.
And even Luka's foreign too.
Yeah, exactly.
So you see what's going on is like the international
MVP,
players.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they're taking over.
Hey, so can you look up Pippen shoes?
No,
this nigga here, man.
No,
I want to see how they look. Pippen shoes.
So who's standing in line outside every weekend when the new?
They look better than Jordans.
So why are people standing in line for Jordans and no one knows about Pippins?
More people know about
Pippen has shoes.
Exactly. I never even heard of Pippen.
More people know about Shaq's shoes than Pippen.
Sports head, basketball head, multi-sports facet type of person, but
Pippen made it to the Dream Team.
You got to be flashy to sell shoes. It's not even about how good you are. Does Jokic have shoes? Does Embiid have shoes?
Michael Jordan.
It's all about flashiness.
It is very true.
And that's part of being like great. Like you got to be flashy. You got to be Showtime. You got to be able to not only be good, but you got to be able to sell tickets.
Right.
Like LeBron is Showtime.
Yeah.
Jordan was Showtime.
Michael did circus stuff. I get it.
Circus stuff.
He won.
What?
He won. He was a winner. He did the circus. He won at the circus He won.
This man is an asshole.
His circus sold tickets.
No, I'm saying instead of just doing a regular layup. No, just be honest with me. Be honest with me. Instead of just doing a regular fundamental layup, a regular, you want to
nigga, he had to do that. He had to do that because he had a bunch of elbows and clotheslines coming at him while he was going to the hole.
Oh, hand checking abuse.
Yeah, he had a bunch of people.
Right now, like you get flicked and you get a technical.
You can blow. You can sneeze on someone.
When he was playing against the Lakers and he did the hand. Okay, what was the purpose of that?
Because there was too many bodies in the paint. It was
like
too many.
People were actually playing defense. Right. Like today.
Right.
Like people were playing defense.
Exactly.
And right now everybody's just.
But he could have just passed it, or he could have just.
But he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT.
I just feel like he did a lot of circus stuff.
Nobody. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you a real stat line. Nobody in the modern era has had a season like this season that Jordan had. It was the 1990 season, 1990 or 1991, 1991. Yeah. This man he averaged, I think it was 30, it was like 34 or 35 points, averaged 9 rebounds.
Look at how Pippen
he averaged 9 rebounds. He averaged 9 rebounds and 9 assists. LeBron has never had a season like that, bro.
Because LeBron passes. LeBron makes people better.
The nigga,
Jordan didn't really.
LeBron is a better passer.
No, but he makes people better around him. That's why people want to play with LeBron more.
Exactly. But hold on. Wait.
And Michael didn't even want the triangle offense. He didn't even want that. Y'all look it up.
He averaged 9 assists. He averaged 9 assists.
The triangle offense was designed to pass the ball. Michael didn't even want the triangle. He was just like Allen Iverson.
But he got with the program, and guess what happened? 6 rings. All Phil Jackson was up behind it.
But I got, and I also like to challenge this too. Does LeBron really make people better? Because think about it. When he was in Miami, Dwayne Wade was already an All-Star. Chris Bosh was already an All-Star.
Had knee issues.
But Dwayne Wade won before LeBron got there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He won.
Everybody acts like.
When he won with Shaq, you damn.
Okay, we know this.
He was MVP.
I see the point you're making. I see the point Ike's making, and I see the point that Junior.
Like, I'm gonna be real. LeBron always had.
D Wade was on the back end of his career.
Yeah.
When LeBron already.
But I'm just saying, D Wade won a championship before LeBron got there.
Even D Wade on his back end is still All-Star.
He was still an All-Star, right?
He wasn't like
he wasn't a scrub. When the Heat were getting knocked out in the first round right before LeBron got there. When Shaq left already, it was just Wade. So, when they were going to the playoffs and getting knocked out, Wade was an All-Star then.
He was a superstar at that time.
He was a superstar. He was an All-Star then.
When Shaq wasn't there, and he was still carrying that subpar team.
Right, and Chris Bosh was an All-Star before he got to Miami too.
Yeah, in Toronto.
He was an All-Star.
The problem is that
he was a borderline.
His teams were too top-heavy. Like when you trade all your role players and you're just depending on your all-stars,
right.
Like your bench can't really produce.
I agree with that.
Like we seen him in Miami. It's like he was winning, but it's like
in the playoffs you need a bench. Yeah. You need some sort of bench, man.
Yeah, you really do.
You need them players to come in and more than 5 players to contribute for sure.
You need a Pippen.
Yeah. Everybody needs a Pippen.
You know what you need?
That's true.
That's true.
This is true.
That's what you need.
Some milk.
He needs some milk. All right. So now that
that's enough of basketball, you know.
All right. So y'all heard about Vice filing for bankruptcy, and are you familiar with Andrew Tate?
You asking him?
I'm familiar with Andrew Tate, and I saw an article about Vice filing for bankruptcy. It's just crazy.
They relate. That's why the question is the way it is that it relates, because they did a piece on Andrew Tate and pretty much they slandered his name, and they weren't completely honest in his integrity and morals to journalism. And if you lie, then it's like your credibility is gonna drop and you're gonna look bad, and now people don't trust you on other head pieces in the future. And I believe that was the beginning and the end of Vice and why they are going through what they're going through now.
I just think we're in a society where if you keep it too real, they're gonna come after you.
Yeah,
and I'm not really familiar with Vice, but I just knew one thing based on the stuff I've seen. They keep it real.
And again, that's what you're saying. When you keep it too real, people don't like that.
Especially in America.
When you say Pippen is better than Jordan, people don't like that.
This man is still stuck on the Pippen.
Jack Reacher.
I want to say this though about like that whole dynamic, that concept about when you keep it real, you get shut down. That's why I feel like ownership of whatever you're doing is so important, because if you don't own, because I feel like Vice probably had a contract or some sort of partnership with somebody,
outside.
Somebody on the outside that had a hand on their company. It wasn't 100% owned by a group of individuals or an individual. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like when it comes to filmmaking, when it comes to music, when it comes to
indie, right? Indies are out.
Right. Wow. That's what I'm saying. Like, trust me, man. Like, ownership is one of the most important things when you're in an industry. Own your material, own your intellectual property, own your masters, own all of it. Okay, like you can. Like he was saying earlier, there's no excuse to not get your shit out there. You know what I mean? Like, we have a direct to consumer pipeline now. Everybody's got access to the internet, mostly. Either by way of a library. You don't got a phone, you ain't got a computer at home, take your ass to the library, upload some shit on the computer over there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dude, it's free.
You got a hard drive.
Come
on, let's do it.
I be up in the. I use the public library. I was using them public libraries recently, man. I ain't gonna lie.
If you got no Wi-Fi, go in the bathroom at night and just go work.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just
go to
saying,
Starbucks.
That's why
Starbucks has free Wi-Fi.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Man, you said the
finesse.
Because you can always see in business, all of these industries operate with a business lens and a foundation, right?
Exactly.
So when it comes to filmmaking, for example, right, I feel like you can always strike a partnership deal instead of giving away ownership of your property. You see what I'm saying? Because when you give away, because you can get paid off of partnership deals. I was listening to Wallow and Gilly the Kid, their podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game, and they were talking about the deal they have with Barstool Sports. They own their podcast, they own their intellectual property, but they struck a partnership deal for them to host their property on Barstool Sports' platform. So the Barstool Sports is paying them to be there.
Partners.
You see, they're partners, right?
You never know how much you're worth. So it's like you gotta
exactly.
Like, I don't know how much my creation is worth. You know, you don't know how much your music is worth. So it's like just hold on to it. You know, like we have so many ways to independently make money today, and a lot of these companies are screwing people over. So you just got to hold on to your stuff, figure out how you can make money off what you made instead of having other people dictate that.
Facts.
And like with you, like I feel like, you know, there's plenty of movie entities out there that will be willing to strike a partnership deal with you, but like, hey, we like your work, man. We just want your work on our platform. Like, how much is it?
I'm gonna say this: if that when that happens, I want everybody to get checks. Like, everybody finna eat, not just me. Everybody eating.
Right.
Everybody eating around here.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. That's it.
What's the name of that podcast with Gilly the Kid?
$1 Million Worth of Game.
I'm about to get that one real quick.
Yeah, it's a dope podcast, bro. Yeah, shout out to Gilly. Shout out to Wallow. Shout out to him, man. Like, I listen to
y'all be really watching Andrew Tate. I'll be watching him too. Like, one thing about him is, like, he keeps it real too, and everything he says about the Matrix is true. Like, all that stuff is facts.
Yeah.
Like, I am red pilled. Yes.
No comment. Like, I have a lot to lose. I don't talk about that.
No. You don't have to. You don't have to.
I rock with Andrew Tate for the most part. About like 90% of the stuff he says.
Of course, he's human, and you're not gonna agree with 100% any human.
Right.
That's my firm belief. So
true.
Yeah. But for the most part, you could see what they're saying and, like,
his general foundation.
Logical. Yeah, exactly. Right. So you gotta rock with that. And that's really where it comes from.
The Matrix is real.
Yes.
He says about it's real, like, this is a Matrix.
Yeah, I do feel
cancel
like
culture is a thing.
It is.
Yeah. I do feel like him and his brother was in jail incorrectly.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that.
They definitely planted some seeds, and he is innocent of what they're trying to charge him for. Sex trafficking. Yes, he is internet pimp, like with the whole webcam shit and all that stuff, and being their managers and all that. Mm-hmm. But that's like a pimp. Sex trafficking is like, they're different. It's just levels.
Definitely different.
Yeah, it's definitely levels. Like, if it's a wrong accusation, then therefore, it's wrong.
When you're too woke, like, they're gonna cancel you, because when the government can control you. And the way he's moving is like he has a lot of power now.
Exactly.
Not only does he have a lot of money, but he has a lot of power and influence.
Yeah.
Exactly. And when you have that much authority and the government sees that, they're gonna do everything to shut your lights.
Facts.
So
exactly.
you got to watch the way you move sometimes. Like sometimes the truth can be too big.
Damn.
And yeah.
That's something that we're starting to notice too.
I mean, you know,
even early on.
Yeah. And, you know, like I said, there's a time and place. I mean, political correctness does have its place, right? You know, you don't want to be in a conference room and you're doing like a Met Gala type of format and you're just up there cussing like a sailor and shit. You know, you're up there, you're not suited and booted. You're just up there in some pajama clothes. You're chilling. Of course, you want to have some decorum, right? But at the same time, you know, you do always want to be you. You don't want to compromise who you are at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, so there's a level of, the best way I put it, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. That's it. It's really that simple. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, you know?
All right. So this is an interesting question because y'all are going to put me on a bit because I guess I've been out the loop a little bit. But let me go ahead and get to the question. All right. Have you heard about the AI Drake song featured The Weeknd and how it had 1 million plays on Spotify?
Ooh.
How do you think that's going to change the music industry? And do you think fans will care that that's not the real Drake and The Weeknd?
That's a
that song is fire, by the way.
I haven't even heard the song.
Man, that
that
question.
That made me feel kind of older or out the loop or something.
Let me tell you something. I heard the
we
Munch
can play the
song.
song right now.
I heard the Drake Munch song with Ice Spice.
Well,
that shit was hilarious. I
I
was laughing for days.
Yeah, we can play a part of it, but not the whole song.
The Drake and the Munch song.
Yeah, it sounded accurate.
Wait, you talking about Munch like the?
I was feeling you.
And you heard about the Jeffrey Dahmer version?
Oh, there was a Jeffrey Dahmer version?
Nigga, you lunch.
Hey.
I was geeking, man.
No, but like, AI taking over.
The AI song.
No. I don't want to play it. No.
I heard AI was writing movie scripts now. I heard Hollywood was trying to I heard Hollywood was trying to use AI to write movie scripts and all that. And that's weird and that's crazy because
are you talking like Allen Iverson or artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence.
This nigga said
and it's like
AI.
And it's like nobody
because when you say they're trying to get AI to write scripts,
like
the right scripts.
No, because what's happening right now is they're slowly trying to like introduce the future to us. Now there's robots and there's artificial intelligence and like y'all like the way they gotta make change happen is like they have to slowly introduce it. Now they put it on Snapchat. Now you can chalk the AI bots. So it's like crazy, it's slowly coming in. Because if it comes in like all at once, we're gonna be shocked.
We're gonna reject it.
So they gotta slowly like drop it in. You see how they just dropped this DLC pack on us?
Yeah.
Now we got the AI bots in here, and then the flying cars are coming next.
Wait, what's that for the people that don't know?
That's like when you add on content to a game. You gotta
video game, downloadable content.
Yeah, they just drop in DLC packs on us,
or they strategically make the game incomplete and then give you the DLC later on to spend more money. That
analogy. That was hilarious.
That's a good analogy though, because that question is deep, man. It can get real deep with AI because
go ahead.
There's pros and cons to it, right? Yep. I mean, pros is AI can be used as a convenience tool, right? You can use it to type up something for you on the computer. You just or audio book instead of doing an straight audio, you can use the audio. The AI can actually type it for you, write it down.
But won't that? But again, I want to just be honest. Won't that make our lives as humans more easier if we have someone doing our work?
But it's a slippery slope though, because I'm gonna give you an example though.
I think I know where he's
now, what if you're taking phone calls all day? What if you're a customer service rep on the phone, right? And you're doing no one's seeing you. You're just on the phone. Now you insert AI that can talk for you, right? You don't need that human to talk anymore. The AI is going to do all the talking, do all the customer service. Yeah, how can I help you? Hey, how are you doing today? How can I help you?
This is scary.
Like, think about it. Those jobs are gone now. Now there's more people that are out of work, right?
Yeah.
Going back to what he was saying, they're having AI that can actually write scripts, right?
That's why
script writing. You know about the Writers Guild of America, right? They're going on strike right now. They're going on strike because they're not getting paid enough. What if these bigger companies are like, well, damn, we got AI. We don't need these niggas. Fuck that. We just use the AI to start writing these scripts.
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm actually with the Writers Guild Association. So what's that?
So the Writers Guild of America went on strike recently. They went on strike. Like all the writers in
Wait, all of them?
Like the Writers Guild of America. So whoever's a writer that is under the Writers Guild of America, they went on strike. It stopped all the Marvel movies. It stopped all the big production.
I'm actually under that right now. So.
Okay, yeah. So
wait, why aren't you on strike?
I am now.
Hey, that's a good question. Hey,
what are you doing here?
Hey, hold on. Yeah, right. Nah, hey, go. Listen, man, go get that bag, bro. Like you need to go get that bag. Hey. Listen, because these big production companies and movie companies, they got money. Yeah. Trust me, go get your bag, bro.
How about y'all drop a bag on the red box? How about that?
You know
the hell?
Hey, man. Listen.
Support.
Okay, but see, back to the AI music. Yeah. You know, it's not real Drake. It's not the real Weeknd.
And that's dangerous.
People still like it. Their song is fire.
Right. So what if a big music company owns the AI to Drake and whoever and starts pumping out those records, and then the people start gravitating towards that, and the artist is not going to get paid from that. It's going to go to the company that owns that AI.
But Drake could sue because they're using his voice. They're manipulating his voice.
That's true.
That's lawsuits, and there are about to be a lot of laws being made. And this is what I figured out. Somebody was talking about the AI stuff. Like people could use that stuff to forge your own voice and commit crimes. So it's about to get really dangerous. Like there's about to be more scams. Like trust me,
robot.
This is the start of the end.
Hey,
so how will you know what is real and what is not real?
You
just don't.
You don't until you do your research, right? But you as a casual listener, you're just going about your business throughout the day, and you hear something on the radio.
Yeah. So what if someone say, okay, like let's talk about if someone commits a crime? Well, they have voice, audio. I kill him. My name is such and such. Now AI can duplicate that name.
That same shit.
Hey,
but the same.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing is like with research now with these AI software, they're gonna have to start putting like some codes in it, you know, so we can know this is real or fake. There has to be some kind of like electronic like tag to where this is
like a kill switch.
This is replicated. Like it's gonna be regulated soon. There's gonna be laws. There's gonna be like sentences and like all this stuff is coming. You know, this is just a DLC package.
And that's what
I like the DLC.
Yeah, no, that's a good analogy. But now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back.
Patch.
And that's how they do. Yeah, no,
software update.
So my thing is
software update.
So my thing, I saw this movie called Megan. And it was based on an artificial doll.
That girl doll.
And it was able to talk to her. It's not a toy. It's something different.
She a little killer.
And the thing is like
all that shit.
I feel like again they made a doll to help the kid dealing with depression because her family died and stuff like that, and they wanted depressed, and this doll became
crazy
protective over the girl. And did some stuff because she was protecting the girl. And so the thing is that, you know, I feel like the kids are going to benefit, but how do we know how to control, you know, because again, we're humans and we must have ultimate control over this planet that we're on.
And I feel like, see, here's the thing. It's going to come down to who's controlling it, who has the ability to control.
Exactly.
The people with money.
Exactly. So most of society, most of the population isn't in that upper 10% bracket with money to be able to get AI. They're going to purposely make it expensive. Watch how they do it, right? Like he said, they're going to start making laws, right, to where you can't sue, right, directly for, unless you got some pull, or they're going to make the shit expensive. To where only rich people can get a hold of it, or people that have the network and the pull to get to purchase or own it, right? That's how they do to lock everybody else out, and then that's how they're going to monopolize it and keep it. I'm telling you.
What do you think they were doing during COVID? Do you think COVID is real? They were just getting us ready for the next stage.
Facts.
That makes so much sense because who said that now we don't have to worry about COVID anymore? They said it's not a.
Just like Ebola,
See, now
left.
Just right as the AI DLC just dropped.
Wow.
COVID just suddenly disappeared. Y'all think something's not going on?
We're on to y'all, government.
They call it the plandemic, not the pandemic. The plandemic.
They locked us in our house so they can start installing these like these devices around, you know, like that's why they had to make sure we were inside their house.
Shouts to Joe Rogan, we're going full conspiracy
mode. That's crazy.
I heard that from the Lord Jamar podcast, the Yana Amin Godcast. I heard that he says plandemic, and I thought that shit was hilarious. Plandemic.
You put me on with that one. I'm gonna start using that.
Fell for it.
Damn. Like just as the last thing of the artificial intelligence and everything is that they have artificial wombs that they're trying to create now.
What?
Like for pregnancies and stuff like so the women doesn't have to carry the baby.
I'm telling you, surrogate shit.
Yeah,
like where you just
I know.
Has this ever been like this in the history of the world?
Hell no.
Hell no.
We're moving too fast.
Yeah. Technology.
Well, they say that we're the smartest generation of all the generations.
We just have more access to technology.
Yeah, it's the technology aspect. That's
true.
That's really what it is. Because if our parents and our ancestors had the same sources and everything like we have, I ain't gonna lie, they might put us to shame.
Even though I will say this, talking about ancestors, in the pyramids, there's hieroglyphics of people using electricity back then, or they knew how to create electricity, according to some hieroglyphics that were seen in the.
Why are you bringing up pyramids? Why can't anyone make pyramids now? Like, how did they make that at that time? How were they that advanced to create something?
Because I believe.
How can it not be replicated?
I believe it's because, like I just stated, they figured out a way how to harness energy somehow, and they probably used that to their advantage to be able to move those blocks or move that brick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And on top of that, we're just Africans are great, man. What you mean? Like we know how to make shit. We can make shit out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just like we did with this country, by the way.
Man.
By the way,
no comment. No comment.
We was talking about that when
we built this shit. Black Americans,
brick by brick.
Black Americans giving Legend a shout out. Black Americans built this shit from scratch. There you go.
Giving Legend the only Black American.
Just saying, man. We all black at the end of the day, man. We have to deal with racism at some degree in our lives. We've dealt with it. Let's be real.
No comment.
Wow.
I don't want to be canceled.
Hey, look. Hold on. I'll speak for you, bro. I got this. All right. I'll take all the shrapnel. It's fine.
Before this.
No, y'all need to.
I need PA. Like, what do they call them? Like, I need. Whatever they call them.
Publicist.
Yeah, exactly. You talk to your publicist.
Hey, look, y'all, he's a great filmmaker, makes great quality. I'm telling you, can put his shit next to anybody's.
Facts.
Yeah.
Fucking give him a partnership deal. Break this man off for his shit and tell him he'll make your platform look right.
Hey, but Gianni, what were you about to say though?
About what?
Because you're about to say something real controversial. I felt.
No, I was just saying, black people, we all deal with racism to some degree. At some point of our lives, we dealt with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
I'm taking it kind of easy this episode. Kind of easy.
Man, we need to. We gotta mix it up because we can't be too intense every episode.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. Now, while we're doing this more regular conversations and stuff. Who are you voting for?
Damn.
In this election?
How's that a regular?
Biden or somebody like Trump?
Man.
Or somebody else or Trump. Like, Biden, somebody else or Trump. Who are you voting for?
No comment.
Damn.
Hey, as Americans, we are not supposed to express, you don't have to express who you're voting for. Is your privacy.
I feel like religion is that. But I feel like...
Not Biden.
I'm not. Listen.
Sorry, mama.
I'm not voting, period. I don't believe in
I don't vote.
For black people. And
you have to. Every vote matters. You have to, though.
Well, okay. On a local level, I believe that. But on a federal level,
I'm about to him. Really, nigga?
I know.
Where's that whole ass?
But, yeah, man. I don't.
We're a swing state, aren't we?
Oh, they are.
Is Texas a swing state?
Yeah.
For real?
I think so, yeah.
Texas has always been hardcore. Yeah, always been hardcore Republican. Yeah. Damn.
But maybe we're transitioning, maybe.
But needless to say, whether we're a swing state or not, every time black people vote, we don't how do we benefit from the vote, from the presidency? How? I don't see how we've benefited in large numbers. There'll be some individuals here and there that benefit, but that doesn't trickle down to the masses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're still under Obama. We had the most slaughtering done from police officers under Obama's watch. Like people don't realize that. Like we had a black president, yet black people were still getting messed up out here.
He wasn't all these. Well, again, we need a real because he was mixed. So we can't really kind of
true.
So
but he was still they were still calling him nigga.
Yeah, and his wife was allegedly a transgender.
Oh jeez.
Put some respect on Michelle Obama.
I agree with that. I like Michelle Obama. I like.
Yeah, it's allegedly.
I like Michelle.
Whoa. That shit's not going over my head, bro. You said transgender, like
no, that's the word on the. That's been the word on the street.
Hey Ryan, we gonna need some publicist.
No, he's Legend's right. That's been the word on Michelle Obama for years, bro. Like
she was
years.
A transgender.
Yeah,
and the kids came from a surrogate.
See, that's the word on the street.
Yeah,
but hey, I'll stare. Aren't they part of the elites though? So
they are.
There'll be some weird shit.
Cameras, so
they are. Right?
His own camera.
Anytime a president gets in office, him and his family are considered elite. They're elite status.
They gotta drink blood.
Oh shit!
You see what's going on with Jamie Foxx?
Oh shit!
I knew it was some sacrificial shit going on with them 1%.
I think Jamie was doing the movie, Mike Tyson movie.
Wait, Jamie Foxx.
He was.
Mike Tyson movie. No, Jamie Foxx is playing Mike Tyson.
He is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the Mike Tyson movie. I think that's what he was doing that movie before he went to the hospital.
Wait, I thought it was another movie.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
The one on Netflix, Day Shift, when he's like...
No, it was not that one. He was filming another one, then he got, apparently, it was like a seizure or whatever.
They working that man.
They replaced him because, like filming is like scheduling and stuff.
That's probably what it is, what Legend's saying, that they're working that man.
And working, like, he been working, like...
Non-stop.
Since Jamie Foxx show.
Right.
Yeah, he has not chilled since the Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah.
He was doing them jingles then in the 90s on the Jamie Foxx show. That boy was Living Color.
That's what I was about to say. You got to go back to Living Color. Yeah. That was early 90s.
He's like a comedian, a musician.
And he was on
Is there anything this man can do?
Yeah.
He's a host,
Fact.
a pianist.
I'm telling you.
I think Ray was the best. Ray was definitely the best film.
Classic.
Everybody that wants to be the GOAT, you have to like try to do a auto. Is it like a
auto?
Like a when you play another person, what do they call those?
Oh, like
autobiography or whatever.
Yeah. Like when he played Ray Charles.
Yeah. Because Will Smith did Ali.
Yeah. And Jamie Foxx
was in Ali.
For you to play another person's life.
And Giuliani, Jamie Foxx was in Ali.
Like, you know how hard that is?
Yeah, but I don't think Will Smith...
He's like his best friend in the movie. Jamie Foxx is Will Smith's best friend in Ali.
Wow.
Boom. It comes to full circle.
Yeah.
And then like a year or two later, he's Ray Charles.
Damn, when you think about it, every great actor has done an autobiography type movie.
Even Chadwick.
Denzel did.
A piece of Chadwick.
But even if they didn't do one, it's like...
Robinson and James Brown.
Even if they didn't do one, they had like a film where they were like a star, like, you know, like you see how Michael B. Jordan is doing like the Creed franchise. You have to have that level of like, you know, star power on your resume. It just has to happen.
Even though it's not a real character, it's a reflection towards a character that we grew up watching.
It feels like it. Exactly.
So
and Denzel did American Gangster with Frank Lucas. Yeah,
he could go on and on.
And he did Malcolm X. Damn, Denzel's that dude, bro.
For real.
He's that.
Well,
man.
Is there a Martin King?
Well,
that man's 68, still running.
Well, I think that's, you know.
Bro, what are you gonna say? I know you controversial, bro.
I'm just saying, because I hear a lot of people talk about, you know, Denzel, and I'm not, you know, pulling nothing back from his waistline. You know, I'm not saying that he's not good. I feel like, just like I said, I'm not saying Michael's not good, but I feel like
better.
I feel like, well, again, if I was Michael Jordan, I wouldn't be telling my son or condoning my son to date my teammate's wife.
He didn't condone it. He's a grown ass man.
No, but I'm a dad. I'm gonna speak about that.
Hey, when you have so much money,
no, he didn't speak. You could have dad. You can make the
right.
What you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Michael Jordan was so rich, is like he don't even care. Like Michael Jordan is like he's already cemented his legacy. Like he can care. Yeah. Like they're just so rich to where it's like whatever. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they burned past a lot of chicks just like that.
He could give money to Pippen to help his shoes.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, no.
Are we starting this new subject?
But
Pippins. Air Pippins.
Air Pippins.
Imagine buying a shoe called Air Pippins.
Jesus.
Pippins.
Man.
But no,
I'm about to get the Pippin 12s.
I'm gonna get the pips.
I'm about to get the Pippin 12s.
My
man.
thing is, and I'm gonna just
let me get them 33s.
Like my thing is, I put Denzel in the same category as Michael Jordan.
Okay, the GOAT.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
GOAT.
No, I don't consider Michael
the
GOAT.
So who is better than Denzel then? Because you're comparing the two. So just like how you think LeBron is better than Jordan.
Yeah, who's better than Denzel?
What's that guy's name? Jonathan Majors. He was on he's having a good career, but like
promise, but like then I said, them allegations.
Yeah, that'd be tearing people
that
down
Me Too shit,
without any proof.
I know.
Like it just sucks. I hope he bounces back.
I
feel like he will. He clearly will, but it's like he might lose a couple roles, but we all have to lose sometimes.
I wonder if he's gonna stay Kang the Conqueror.
I think he will.
I think he will. I think
Marvel gonna fail because they need him.
Yeah.
Right. Facts.
Exactly.
I don't think because Marvel's kept kind of quiet about it too. If you don't look at it, so they've been like, man, we want to keep this nigga, man. We just,
brothers.
man. Okay, come on, bro.
Okay, let me answer your question. So Denzel. Again, I shout out to John Q. I see the tears.
Oh, that's a good one too. See,
but again, he put no. I'm gonna tell you about Denzel. It's a mirage, and I'm gonna reveal what Denzel do. It's a mirage.
Okay,
he's not really good. He's good, but he's not really good.
But what about Equalizer, where he can play an action person?
Okay. See, this is the thing. He's put into good movies. In different situations.
Yeah.
So the movies are good.
Versatility.
And he just hop into it. It's like he Drake. You know how Drake, the song's already good. You put Drake voice on it, now it just becomes better. That's Denzel. He's too overrated.
So you're saying he's able to adjust to what he's put under.
Exactly. That's low key.
Isn't that what being good is? Isn't that what being a GOAT is?
Sound like a
You're able to adjust.
You're right.
Okay, but I found out, and this no. This shout out to Drake, but I'm just being real. But here's the thing: Denzel turned down movies that wasn't good because he knew if he would have been in a movie, he couldn't change it. He only be in movies that are already good so that he can already be good. It's like he sucks the soul out of the movie, and
that's a perspective. Or why waste his time if he knows his worth?
If he knows he's a good actor, he should be able to come into any movie, bad or good, and change the whole dynamic.
Save a hoe.
Okay, hold on. Time out.
I understand exactly what you said, but that's how
I don't think Denzel's a good.
Hold on. Okay, actor. So let's do this, right? Let's reverse the role.
Let's juicy shit that
let's reverse this.
I would put Terrence Howard over Denzel.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's. I'm gonna name a movie, and we're gonna take Denzel. We're gonna pluck Denzel out of it, and you tell me if that movie's still good or not.
Hey, let's do this. Howard as a replacement.
Okay, let's put Terrence Howard as a replacement. All right, let's start with a movie, an offshoot movie, right? Book of Eli. You take Denzel, you pluck Denzel out of that and put Terrence Howard there. You think that movie's still good?
Didn't Terrence Howard retire as an actor?
He did retire. I'm glad you said
why
that.
Did he retire so early?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Empire
show, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched the first two seasons and then I fell off as like they just started adding propaganda.
Bro, fist bump on that.
Like they just I just fell off.
Same, bro.
It was lit though.
We read between.
So y'all wasn't rocking with Empire?
I was for the first two seasons. I fell off.
Yeah,
I just never went back.
Did y'all go to Power?
I haven't watched. I just finished Snowfall. Great television.
I watched same shit with Power. I was like first two seasons. I fell off of that too.
I gotta watch Power. Everyone talks about it. I gotta watch it.
I've seen a couple episodes.
Power is better than Empire though. It is because
they're not even the same category.
It's not, yeah, exactly. Because one is like
music drama,
basic cable, and the other one's more like Showtime or
yeah,
Stars.
The Stars.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So one's Fox and the other one's Star. Like it's a lot less filtered in Power.
Yeah,
and that
I want to.
And to be honest, I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. Drake.
Don't do this, bro.
Anytime you
don't do this.
I want to hear it. This is what gets the viewers, though.
I'm just being honest. Just look at Drake at the Grassy.
Oh, I thought you were about to take it to
Jimmy.
Wait, hold on. I thought you were about to take it to some music shit.
No. I'm talking about. I feel like, and I'm gonna just be 100. I feel like Drake is a better actor than Denzel.
Nah, he's.
I know you're just joking.
Yeah, he gotta be. This has got to be some troll shit.
Yeah,
and listen,
it's trolling.
Did y'all see Degrassi?
Listen,
I watched Degrassi. I'll humbly say I love Degrassi. That was a fly show.
Yeah,
it was dope
for what it was worth. Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy in the wheelchair. Your boy got shot in the back.
Yeah.
He was pulling that kid.
I used to watch the marathons. I'd be watching it back to back. It was a good show.
Yeah, I was big Degrassi because when Degrassi was like relevant and still ongoing, I was in high school and shit, so I could kind of relate to it.
Yeah.
Nothing like Euphoria.
And now they got Euphoria.
Trash,
Euphoria is over exaggerated.
Oh,
like I did not see high schoolers like taking all these fentanyls and like
I'm like, is that like Beverly Hills? Is that like a white? Not everything white.
Bro, no school is that lit.
I know.
Like what the hell?
They overdo.
They overdoing it. Like if that was in college, okay, but even college is not like that. I'll tell you like that. Like what school are they going to?
It's
you know what I'm saying?
Orgies and drugs everywhere.
Wow.
Everyone's fucking everybody and all this other shit. And
by the way,
and all this
it's a good show. It's still a good show. It still works.
I want to do a sidebar. We need to get the engineer Mike, because we see him. He be having a lot to say sometimes.
This man's be having facial expressions. He's too saucy. At least get another camera so y'all could just see him.
No, at least another mic, because you know how a lot of podcasts don't have their engineer talk. You just hear a random voice chime in.
Exactly.
Yeah, we gotta get him. Talk to them out there, get him a mic.
Yeah, about bringing extra mics for the next.
So Ryan, when does the podcast drop? When does this episode drop?
Midnight Friday.
This is
this Friday.
Friday.
Nice. Coming Friday midnight.
Friday.
Nice. We shoot Saturday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then we release it midnight on Fridays. It's every week week out. Yeah. So we just keep
man. Hey, when we get popping, man, I'm speaking it into existence. When we get popping,
you're
gonna have to be a returning guest, man. You gonna have to come back because you're in the beginning.
Hey,
I got a quick activity, and Ryan, you're excluded from this. So this is like a red box like kind of activity. So what's in the box?
Oh, because he knows what's in the box as being.
Yeah, he can't say anything. Just tell me what do you think's in the box. What do you think?
Shit. Like Pandora's box.
Yeah.
That red box, man. Oh shit. Because like you see what everyone's doing for this box. It has to be something universal that everybody wants. And I feel like it's a metaphor. It's like some analogy behind that box. I think it's like deep thing. I don't know. Like I have to really like come back to me.
I think it's whoever's deepest desires that's looking in the box. Whatever your desire is.
Yeah.
You look in it, and that your desire is right there. It's your subconscious. Like whatever your subconscious wanted or desires, that's what's in the box. That's why I feel like it is. So that's why people. Every time I saw the trailer, I watched the trailer. The dude when he looked, he was like wide open, bug eyes, like oh shit, like.
These are great guesses, but we'll never know. We'll never know till we watch it.
Yeah,
exactly. I was gonna pretty much say what Gianni said, and then Jiffy like fortunes, like where like something you could benefit from your fortunes, and like it could be gold, it could be $1 million, it could be like just life changing something. Flip wherever things you're going through in life, flip the script and turn it around. That game changer.
We'll see.
In the box. I know, right? Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
To the red box.
Cooking.
ITV. That is a good one. Hey, man. You gave us a question. You no?
Right.
Role reverse. Let me go.
Shout out Denzel. I still love him, man. Shout out you.
You're better than Drake as an actor.
Bro,
I don't give a fuck.
This man talked about Denzel, Jordan. Who else?
Drake. He said Drake.
I'm gonna be like Stephen A. again.
And Pippen.
Blasphemy.
The disrespect.
Just like Stephen A.
Just like Stephen
A. My God. God. This is absurd.
Stay off the weed.
Weed.
But Skip. Here's the thing, Skip.
Oh, Shady. That's Shady.
Uncle Shady.
Uncle Shady. Skip. But now Skip.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, Skip. Hey, the boy didn't like it when he came around the corner, Skip.
Oh my God. That speech impediment.
Skip.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and talk a little dating because like that's how we started, So Why do women want the man once he reaches the finish line instead of when he's preparing for the race?
Should I comment or? I don't want to get canceled.
Oh, see, okay.
I just okay.
I'll start.
No, let me start. Generally speaking, I just feel like everybody wants the top, and I feel like as a man, we're only as great as what we provide, and like who we are. So it's like everybody wants everybody at the finish line. So
hypergamy.
It goes for men and women. That's just how it is. That's what I think.
So when you say it goes for men and women, like even from a woman's perspective, for the man that wants her, would you say it's the same thing as far as success or looks or what?
No comment.
And that's why I asked it because I'm about to get into that part. So
I'm gonna just listen.
I'm like, no, it's good. Yeah, I got you. This is what I do. But all right. So there's a phrase that Rollo Tomasi from the Rational Male makes, and it's like, girls are waiting for the winners at the finish line. Like they fuck the winners at the finish line. You know, they're not there while you're preparing for that race. They want the results, instant gratification. And here's the thing about that: there's nothing wrong with that because they are like women are the like physically inferior of the two genders of the two, and it doesn't mean that men are superior. It just means that we're different, and like. For a woman to really feel protected and, and not have to worry about provision and anything like that and security is to get that top tier guy. So I can't blame them for that. But at the same time, they can't be inflated in their own egos. And like from a woman's perspective to a man, yes, we are initially attracted to looks and everything else is going to become a bonus and what you bring to the table as in the relationship. And like how you could support and compliment the man is what the guy is gonna be looking for. So that whole woman finish line, it's just a woman has to be feminine, and then for a guy, they have to be dominant and masculine leaders and everything else. And one is gonna be harder than the other to obtain. So and that's how it goes.
Okay.
I want to hear his. So, that's why I look straight at him.
So my thing is, and if you're a woman watching this, especially if you're a black woman.
Oh shit!
Exactly.
A man, whether he's on his journey or whether he's attained his goal that he wanted. That put him on the journey, whichever places he's at. Okay. If he's on his journey and he's consistent, he's going to get what he wants. If he got what he wants, now he's looking at you like, okay, well, I don't really value you because you wasn't here before I started.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. So the thing about it is that you want to be the most high value woman that he's looking at you. He needs to look. I mean, it's great that you think you're beautiful and you might be beautiful, but again, to him, he's not just looking at your beauty. If he wants something serious, if he just want to fuck, then he's going to look at how you look and that's it. But if he wants something serious, then he's going to want your value. He's going to want you to value him. And if he's already at the finish line, it's going to be harder for him to value you because he's not going to know why you're with him. Every girl wants to be with him now. When he was just grinding, hustling, and just making sacrifices, the girl didn't want him. Whether because they didn't believe in his vision, didn't believe in him, or didn't trust that he was going to make it. So again, that's the female that's going to benefit more. She's going to get more because every time the man thinks about who was there, he's going to think about you. And this is why I tell so many women, especially black women. And the reason why I target y'all the most, the reason why I'm the hardest on y'all, I'm hard on women in general. But again, I'm harder on black women just because We need y'all. Black men, us black men, we need strong black women to be. Not saying strong like we need y'all to. Yeah, I'm not saying strong like, oh, no, I'm not talking about strong like that. You know, I'm talking about strong and just, okay, you got a plan, you got a goal. Let me support, let me cheerleader you. I want to be the cheerleader. I want to support.
Yep.
Not get off the ship and go on the shore.
I was just going to say this little part, and I know you probably have a little more to say, but I noticed this, and this is why he does specifically specify on black women, because like a lot of single parent households and single moms raising daughters, and no male figure to guide them and discipline them and to be like give them that direct honesty is a reflection of them becoming more masculine and assertive and independent and boss babes, and like there's nothing wrong with being independent or boss babe, but whenever you hear independent, it's independent of what? A man. Like, you don't need a man. You only want a man. So you're not going to prioritize that man while you're with that man. And that's where that comes from. But what we're trying to say is that supporting that man that's right for you, that does right for you, by a byproduct, you're going to be appreciated.
You'll be appreciated, goddammit.
Dang. Oh, you see? You see? That's the moment right there. We're gonna
see. Look, I'm gonna say this. Look,
keep down the
look. We're gonna keep. No, that's gonna be kept, because the last few episodes it was real. It was genuine. Where he grabbed the mic and he got up and it was fierce.
That time when Ryan speaks, you listen.
Yeah, right. See, Legend. That was on. He's been on his troll energy this episode. You know what I'm saying, with the Pippin and all that. You can count that one too. That was on his troll shit too. You know what I'm saying. But you feel what he's saying though. Understand what he's saying. He
I don't remember what I did.
Yeah. No, he's making some sense though right now. I see what you're saying. I feel that perspective.
Yeah, but again, black women and white women,
Asian
women,
Spanish, Latino, all that Middle East,
Spanish,
all women,
African women. Again, I understand it's more attractive to try to find that guy that already got his stuff together. You're running, you're chasing. Sit your ass down. Just sit down and go for the guy that has a plan, and he's every day going towards that plan day by day. It's not going to be immediately. You know, you want to take me on vacation. Calm down. We're going to go. We're going to go. Not now.
Yeah.
Not now.
I say everybody should date their equal. You know, their equivalents. Like, where you are is where you should date. Like, you know, same playing field. It's the best way. It's the most healthiest.
Well, I saw this.
You're not gonna be appreciated on one end and the other. Like, dating a bad bitch and you just and you got money, then it's only about money. Or if you're just an average chick and you're dating this stud of a guy, then you're expendable. You know,
everybody thinks they're the best.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no. You have to have the mindset. It's confidence. That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw this YouTube short of this girl on YouTube. Her name's Olivia. Forgot her last name. She's a relationship coach, black woman, and she was talking about how the struggling man is the prize, because the struggling man is not going to win you over with money, glitz, glamour. Like a lot of these females that are on that hunt, they find those guys that are going to easily buy them. Like, they're going to just simply buy you, like with whatever.
That's what you want.
So this woman, Olivia, black woman, a relationship coach, she but was basically saying the struggling man's not going to win you over with that. The struggling man's going to win you over with his time, with his effort, with his consistency, with his loyalty, with his him having aspirations, drive. Like, he's gonna win you over with that stuff,
like that.
So the man who's got the power and the money and the status, like you're more expendable than the struggler, because
they gonna get rid of you.
It's just like buying a new outfit. It's just like buying a new outfit, putting it in the closet or wearing it, and then putting it up when you don't want to wear it. Same thing with the female.
That's all you worth.
That can be bought. You're
a
piece of material. You know what I'm saying? So you can be deceived into thinking that piece of clothing is going to be on that person forever, but they're going to have to take a shower eventually, right? They're going to have to freshen up, hit the refresh button, You know what I'm saying? And that could be you being hung in the closet.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what you want.
Hey, shout out to you for staying focused in that.
I know. Hey, I need my hype man on the mix. You know what I mean? Like, get the hype man in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Legend with the ad-libs.
I need the hype man. You know, like, yeah. Nah, but for real, like, that's why I feel like when I saw that video, I was like, damn. I immediately subscribed to her. I was like, yo, she knows.
Wait, what's her name?
Her name's Olivia, black relationship coach on YouTube.
Olivia, black relationship. Shit, he already
she black.
She's dope, bro. She's
wait. Don't be doing that, bro.
Yeah, like, I know.
I love my black queens. I love my black Nubian queens right there.
I'm just joking.
Like, we started getting serious for a second.
I don't discriminate.
Just joking.
My bad.
When trolling goes wrong.
Goddamn.
No, that's dope, though. A lot of good thing that some black women doing.
Olivia, man, yeah, my phone's over there charging, but you know, yeah, I could. Olivia, black woman,
Is your phone?
Yeah, you want?
Yeah, I got you.
What is it? Olivia, black what?
Yeah, I'll pull her up right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just send me the
But
link.
shout out to her. I'm gonna get her name right now.
I can follow her. Yeah.
Right,
no, she's dope, man. I'm telling you. She's
I don't really follow nobody else, but I follow her.
Another little moment. But okay, so
Olivia Alexa. Shout out to you.
Alexa.
Look her up. Olivia Alexa. She's
Alexa?
dope. Alexa.
Please turn the volume up.
ALEXA. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Okay, I got it.
Olivia,
right,
she's dope.
Is she mixed with something?
Oh, she look kind of good.
Yeah, she's kind of straight. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
No, she mixed.
She looks like she is, but she's just light skinned though.
Okay, she might.
Even though mixed people are light skinned, but she's
Haven't
black.
seen her?
No, I haven't seen her.
She's straight.
Wait, let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, she's nice.
Hey, Olivia, Alexa, I'm gonna have to get that IG. I might shoot you a DM.
Yeah, shoot her a DM.
Come on the show.
Yeah, come on the show for real.
Man.
No, Houston.
And then you can add another perspective on the car.
Wait, she stays in Houston? Wait,
hey, that'll be a fire episode.
Wait, does she stay in Houston?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know where she stays.
Don't worry, I'm a DM.
You gonna fly her out?
I'm gonna
fly her out.
Hey, it is what it
We're in
is.
a 5-star hotel.
TSA.
Hey, bro, we got jobs. We can make it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
For
hear that,
real.
Olivia?
Hey, shout out to you. I like your relationship advice. You give good advice.
All right, so now I'm gonna just leave it up to the rest of the panel. If anyone has any questions or anything, just freestyle wise, because we're on the back end of the show. We're about done, so maybe like a question or two, and then we can wrap things up. So, anybody have anything?
Yeah, I got a question.
Who's it directed to, by the way, or is it just a general question?
No, it's to Ike. It's for Ike.
Okay. Back to the interview.
Yeah. So, my question would be, let's say again, go back to someone's watching that wants to be a director, and you say just click play. What type of advice would you give that person that ready to click play, but they don't have anybody else? They just them by themselves. How can they make something by themselves just by clicking play? They're not like a talkative person. They're not people.
Like introverted.
There's y'all know Cabby Lame. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, I know who you're
This man has amassed almost like over 80 million followers on Instagram just by saying nothing. So
he's the guy that does the
exactly.
Yeah.
So you, like I said, everybody, you got to figure out like your style before you click play. Like I told you. So even if you're quiet, there's things you can do.
Yeah.
That you can find your rhythm and stuff. So again, there's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people just like they see an excuse and then they just rock with it. It's like the hardest thing to do is just to make the jump. Like once you jump, you just got to free fall. So you got to go out there and just do it. You never know who you are till you try. So it's just like a lot of people live in fear and in the comfort of that. And you're scared money doesn't make money. And at some point you gotta discover who you are, because you never know who you are until you try. So you gotta go out there and make plays and try. Like Jordan failed a lot. And he says this a lot. Like he says this too. Like he failed. He missed a lot of shots.
He missed a lot.
You got to be willing to fail. Like, I thank God for my failures.
Yeah, like that. He missed a lot.
I always thank God.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just a man that's been learning from his mistakes, and even until today, I make a lot of mistakes, and I learn from it.
We're human.
You've been on set with me.
Yeah.
You've seen things that have happened, and I always try to see how I can be better and what I can change. I'm always a student.
Elaborate on certain things you might have to deal with on set. Like yeah, exactly. The not so good moment.
Well,
managing.
He kind of already went over that. Like when
but just to go a little bit deeper into it.
Okay.
So it's like whenever there's not a lot of funding, you're always going to be understaffed. So the wearing a lot of hats can be life wrecking sometimes. Because like I've had to teach myself how to do a lot of things. And I have to be a jack of all trades. So that's one of the hardest things,
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you got to get the ball rolling. Once you get the ball rolling, people are gonna jump on. Oh, what's this man cooking? Let me smell what he's cooking. And then they go and start coming. People are gonna come. People are gonna see what you're doing, and you just got to keep cooking. Like, people are gonna come. The more you keep going, this goes with anything. Like, you got to keep going.
Y'all take notes.
Take notes.
Yeah, bro.
People are gonna come. People are watching.
Black woman.
Wait.
People are watching what you're doing. Even if they don't show it through lights, they're watching you. And people will jump. The more you keep going, as long as you don't let go, you will get help along the way. You feel me? So,
yeah.
I smell what you're cooking like The Rock. Smell what
The
Rock is cooking.
The Rock.
So
they always watching.
So I just want you to tell the viewers basically where they can see the red box and tap in with that, and
so
also the upcoming.
Okay, what's happening with the updates? Episode 1 to 3 is streaming on Amazon Prime, Tubi, and also is on YouTube for a limited time, because I'm going to be taking it down from YouTube because black men got to get paid. I got to get paid for my art. So
there you go.
Like, watch it free while you can, but it's going to be streaming on hopefully many more sites in the future. And I'm making a lot of changes, so I'm going to re-upload it. I'm gonna upload a new version soon. In addition to releasing episode 4 and 5. So we will be doing a premiere in a few months, and episode 4 and 5 is currently being cooked. We're nearing the final stages of filming. And we are in post-production, but we're still filming. We still have like 3 scenes left, right? So yeah, it is happening. It's coming, and it's coming in hot. You feel me?
So y'all make sure y'all watch episode 1 to 3, so y'all can be catched up.
Yep.
And stay tuned for episode 4 and 5.
If you don't have Amazon Prime, get that shit.
Get Amazon Prime.
Let me tell you something. Episode 4 and 5 is gonna break the internet. Like, I designed this series to go viral. I'm underground. Like, I didn't get the pretty budgets.
Yeah. It don't look
I'm
like
underground,
bro. It don't look like it. Your quality of work is
the quality's there, but it's gonna go viral. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we've designed it to where it's gonna go viral. You feel me? So that's what I project.
Man, Ike is hella humble, man. That's the way. Keep that humbleness. Man.
Definitely.
Yeah. Awesome.
Don't get lost in the sauce.
Facts.
And can you tell them your social?
Wait, like social media, right? Not social security. I was like, wait.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with the Redbox page. So we've made a Redbox Instagram page. So if you want to see future updates and postings about it, go on Instagram and follow us at the Redbox Series, the Redbox Series. And also, as far as my personal, you can follow me on Instagram at IKE360. And then my director page is at ITV Plus. And that's where you can get like exclusive content to where not OnlyFans though, but just like exclusive like updates of the Redbox and things like that. And yeah, and then also follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube at Ike TV. And that's where you can see my old content. So you can kind of see where I started. Yeah, you can see my journey and how much improvement I've had along the way. And you can get, you can watch exclusive videos, content, things like that.
It was just the exclusive content.
I wanted to say OnlyFans because I said anytime I hear exclusive, that sounds like I'm trying to advertise OnlyFans.
It's funny.
But no, I'm a probably make a Redbox OnlyFans or something like that for more exclusive content. OnlyFans is not just what.
It's not.
Yeah. That's true.
It was originally created not for what it is being used for.
That's true.
It's not.
That's true.
But yeah, that's where you can find us, and we need all the support you can because we're nearing the end stages of production. So, but it's coming. It's almost done.
Yeah, man.
And I want to my party knows again, I have a strong team. I couldn't do this alone, and we've built something that will be revolutionary. And I can't thank my team enough. It's a team effort. It was not just me. We all were shooting in the gym. So I love my team.
Hell yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, we're fighters.
Nice.
That's what's up, man.
All right, anybody else? We good?
I got one more thing.
Okay.
So it's an announcement. So I do have a single dropping soon.
Okay.
It's called Rock and Roll.
Nice.
So you're gonna
I'm
let me on some rock.
Follow.
You feel me? Some rock stuff. So all the rock fans, you see what I'm saying? But hey, if y'all still like the rap's still gonna be there. But I definitely want to go another direction. With the rock, I've been listening to a lot of rock. Shout out to the Eagles. Hotel California.
Oh, I gotta say one more thing too. So we are working on the album for the Redbox, a soundtrack. So not only do I want you guys to watch the Redbox and see it, but I want you guys to hear it sonically too. So we've been cooking in the studio. So we're gonna have a soundtrack dropping in addition to the series.
Okay.
So it's coming.
Hell yeah.
Y'all stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all watch episode 1 to 3. It's on Amazon Prime, The Redbox.
Mm-hmm.
See it on YouTube. Hurry up.
For a limited
take
time.
It down. Before you hurry, take it down.
I'm taking it down real soon.
So y'all need to hurry up and watch it while it's free.
While supplies last.
While supplies last. Okay.
Straight up. Very nice.
Straight up. But before we close it, I just want to see if y'all heard about Usher getting jumped by Chris Brown.
Wait.
Usher got jumped. Allegedly. Usher got jumped by Chris Brown crew.
When did this happen?
This happened, I think it was yesterday.
It was in Vegas.
You know about it?
I saw an article about it. I don't know what caused it. But that's just grown folks.
Wow, I never heard about that.
I never, me either.
That's just grown
folks. Because this is brand new to most of the panel.
Damn.
I feel like they should do a versus and just have.
I heard they were trying to do a versus, so this might be part of the publicity.
And I don't trust me. I don't know who gonna win that. If you say
it's gonna be Usher.
It might be.
I don't know.
It might be Usher, bro.
Michael Jackson. Chris is Michael Jackson.
Chris Brown is the reincarnated Michael.
True, but y'all can't sleep on
Usher.
But
Usher,
what Usher did with in the 2000s.
Oh
my goodness! Confessions. Not even.
These are my confessions.
And that's after
you don't
have to call.
Oh my god.
You don't have to call. You got it bad.
Nice and slow.
Nice and slow.
Damn.
Wait, who did Bump and Grind?
That girl that
well, who sings better? We gotta do who sings better, who dance better.
Honestly,
I think Chris Brown's a better dancer.
Yeah, of course. Chris Brown's definitely a better dancer, but honestly, Usher's a better singer.
I think so.
He hits some notes that I never hear Chris Brown be hitting.
Nah, I think Usher is a better singer, but they're the same level, but Usher slightly. Yeah. It's never about who's the better singer. It's just who's the more versatile, who's the more skilled. Mm-hmm. So it's they're both.
Man, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I won't say that it's a landslide. Yeah. It's definitely close, but I wouldn't give a slight edge to Usher.
Well, we got to wrap it up, folks.
Yeah, definitely.
We do. Appreciate y'all.
But follow me, The Giuliani, all platforms. I think Twitter's just Giuliani. There's no the in the beginning. Twitter's or Instagram's The Giuliani. Facebook, Recognize Entertainment LLC. Personal Facebook, that is whatever. I see you over there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it.
At IKE360, at ITV Plus, and at the Redbox series on Instagram, and IKE TV on YouTube.
Yes.
Legend RKM. Let's go.
At the Cameroon Goon. That is I. IG. Cameroon Goon 57 if you want to do Snapchat. But David Copperfield, if you want to do Twitter. I don't really use my Twitter like that or Snap as much as I used to. But yeah, this is why we're plugging our shit in.
That's where I get my memes from.
Hey, yeah, Twitter do be having.
I'm the meme god.
The meme god. Appreciate y'all. Wisdom Talk. We out.
Peace.
Dropping wisdom.